Well, it's nothing. They're all black, except the white jerseys, or except the white numbers on the jerseys. Cardinals, of course, the standard red helmet, but they're all in black. It's a good thing it's a cool night.
It is. They're still going to soak in some of that heat from the sun until it goes down in about 45 minutes or so. But saw that nice moment as Dakari Saxton led the team out of the tunnel, holding that yellow flag, followed by players holding the American flag. And just as they moved over to the sideline, Dakari getting a big hug from Coach Cliff Dew. Speaking of the coaches, there's some youth starting to build into the coaching ranks for Mayfield. Of course, Brady Smith, a former player for Mayfield a few years ago. He's been down on the sidelines for a while, seeing Will Higginson down there as one of the coaches as well. He brings a lot of enthusiasm. And this year we're also seeing Cade Neely. Of course, we remember Cade had that injury a few years ago in that state championship game against Somerset. We lost him. I'm convinced we would have won that game easily if Cade had not gone down with that leg injury. Just the fact that he tried to tough it out and just couldn't. He just fell down after he took a handoff as he was about to score, just doing everything he could to stay in that game and get Mayfield to a state championship. But unfortunately, a controversial pass interference on Mayfield at the end of that game cost us a state championship. So it's great to see his enthusiasm down there as he helps out the wide receivers for Mayfield. So all the talking's been done, Vince. The summer practice is over. T is on the ground at the 40-yard line, and we are just about set to get this one going as Graves County will receive. They're going to go from west to east or left to right on the radio dial.
I believe it's Max Ivy back deep for the Eagles. I wouldn't swear to it. It could be number 7. But I believe it's number 1. As Bird set to kick it off, everybody on their feet on both sides, just awaiting this one. It's been a season long, or a summer long. Everybody anticipating this one, and now it comes to fruition. Thank you for joining us on the video tonight, and we are doing everything we can to bring it home live to you. Bird gets a foot into it. It's a deep one. It'll be taken at the 1. Up to the 5, 10.
He had his foot in the end zone. This is going to be a touchback.
So anything change? Get it on the 20?
I believe that's correct. And how about Bird? He was a strong kicker last year, but with that kickoff, we see his leg has gotten even better, putting that kick into the end zone, at least a yard deep. And that's an automatic touchdown in high school football as soon as the ball crosses the goal line. So it's a dead ball there, and Graves County will bring it out to start their offense.
First down and 10 for the Eagles as they huddle around on the side. Play clock haven't started yet. They hadn't blown it into play. So here we go. Eagles come out. 3 trips on the left side. 1 man, 2 men out on the right. Empty backfield. Houston in the gun. Waits to take the snap, and I think we hadn't. Well, Mayfield started clapping. They thought it was movement. No flags on the field. So Houston
trying to do a little barking there, maybe get a free 5 yards. Mayfield not falling for it.
Change the play. Now, quick hitter over the middle, and he is popped at the 28-yard line. But they complete the pass. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
Ty Cavett, the junior, making that catch there. Stopped by number 40, Briar Overstreet, sophomore linebacker.
He was a good one towards the end last year. Same set. Empty backfield. And they do move this time. Or was it us?
It was us. I think Ashton Rogers just lurched forward enough to cross that neutral zone. So that will give the Eagles the first down of this season.
So it'll be 1st and 10. Now they have a back in the backfield. This time it is England. Oh, yeah. England. Now Houston barks it out at the line of scrimmage. Twins on either side. Looks over to his coach. Still plenty of time. Never understood the play clock, how it starts and stops. A high snap. Houston takes it down, but he's hit in the backfield behind the line of scrimmage by about 4 yards. And a good job of the Cardinals getting back there, but that started with the high snap.
Will Morris in on that sack, and that will be a loss of about 6 yards. You're right, Vince. Houston just had the ball pop out of his hands. At that point, he decided to try to tuck it and run, but Mayfield in the backfield very, very quickly.
Graves County, England in the backfield. As Houston looked like he was coming up under center. Now we have trips on the left side. One man out on the right. Running back right behind Houston. They'll give it up to him. Huge hole. He gets through it, but cut off at about the 25. I think. I can't see. 30. So it'll be third down and about 12.
That was Briar Overstreet on that tackle once again. Great pursuit from the backside. Just ran down, I believe it was it Ivy that's the running back there?
You may be right.
Anyway, better play by Overstreet. And you're right, we called his name quite a bit towards the end of last season as he was starting to see more and more reps last year. And obviously good enough to start here this season and doing a fine job so far.
Twins on either side. Roselle right behind Houston. He's going to throw. Drops straight back. Gets a huge rush on him, and he can't break out of it, and he's dropped inside the 30 back to about the 28. So it'll be fourth down, and Graves County brings out the punting unit.
Now, Garen Wilson, another one of those players that set out much of last season because of an injury, making the tackle right there. Again, that's what you're going to have to watch from Jace Houston, who, as we look at him out here on the field, last time we saw him, of course, was in a Mayfield uniform last season, but he's gotten bigger and bulkier out there, has grown up quite a bit, but Mayfield tracked him down.
Well, evidently we have a foul on the play, holding on the defense. So they'll do the down over. Should be that's a 10-yard penalty. So it'll be third down and about 3 instead of getting ready to punt now.
Didn't see where the penalty came from, but probably on a receiver who was trying to run his route. That may have been part of the reason that Houston had to take off running.
Houston runs over to the sideline to get the play. Roselle still back, I believe, in the backfield. Twins to either side. Houston drops back. Another bad snap. It's on the ground, and I don't see any flags on that one. And Graves County brings out the punting unit again.
Yeah, 2 bad snaps in this series for Graves County, and I really can't blame Houston for those. One of the snaps was high. He was able to pull it back down. That one was off to his right, had to reach out and grab it, and the ball hit the ground. And smart thing to do to keep Mayfield from recovering that fumble is just fall on top of it. So what went from 3rd and 2 is now 4th and 11, and Mayfield should get their first crack at it on offense for this year.
Mack and Malik back deep for the Cardinals, the twin speedsters. It's a duck. I think he was trying to kick away from him, but boy, the Cardinals should get really good field position out of this as they walk it up. Should be at least midfield. Well, he'll stop. We'll start at our own 48. 47.
And Malik Kirby will start at quarterback for Mayfield, so no Robbins quite yet. As we heard from Coach Hatchell earlier, we expect to see him play, but how much is the question mark. So at least for the first snap, Malik Kirby will be taking the snap.
As you heard, too, they want to go fast. I don't know how they can go faster than last year, but we'll see. Malik under center for the first snap of the year. He'll pitch it on the right side to Josiah. Trying to get outside, and he'll be dropped at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Well, Mayfield's sending a lot of guys in motion there for that first play of the season. I'm sure that was drawn up long ago, and they used a off-balance line there. We only had 2 players to the left of where Kirby took that snap. And again, a snap from under center, which is something you rarely see unless Mayfield's in the power offense.
Twins to either side. Malik gives off again to Josiah up the middle. And Josiah trying to twist and turn, gets to about the 45-yard line. Looks like they'll mark him at 47, 46.
Well, Mayfield establishing the run first here. They didn't get anything really on first down, but a nice second down run. Nice to see him keep those legs moving. England was driving with those legs, helped him pick up a couple of more yards.
Twins on the left side. Mack on the island by himself. There goes Josiah. Got the first down. Brought to you by Summit Christian University. Crosses the 40 down to the 39-yard line, and that is a Summit Christian University first down.
Yeah, much better blocking up front as Mayfield goes to the hurry up.
They are going fast. Josiah just to the right of Malik. Twins on the left. Josiah's getting the workout here on the first series, and he'll get 5 out of it, down to about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, so far it's been all Josiah all the time as he has taken every snap. You think he might get a little rest here as they go empty backfield, and we may see either Kirby take off with it or pass.
And Malik rolls to the left. He does take off. He's inside the 35 and down to about the 20-yard line. Another Summit Christian University Mayfield Cardinal first down at the 20-yard line.
Well, this may come back. There's a discussion with our white hat and one of the officials. Flag back at about the 36-yard line. Kirby did have a lot of room to run there, so yeah, that hold is not a big surprise.
Holding on the Cardinals, so they'll move it on back. It'll be second down and about, what do you think, John, about 15, 16?
Yep, close to it. So now we're down into more of a passing situation.
Ball marked at the Eagle 45-yard line. They'll have to get just inside the 30 to about the 29 for the first down.
Reggie Dowell in the backfield now.
Malik takes it, looks to throw. Got a man, it's a quick hitter. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and Mac Hoover is knocked out of bounds. Be about third down and 9.
Yeah, the Graves County defender over there was just a step slow. He sniffed that pass coming to Mac out pretty quickly, a little bit faster, and he might have been able to jump in front and take that the other way. But good job by Mac to look that in as he had somebody running in front of him and get a positive gain out of it.
Third down and 9. Malik in the gun, has down to his right. Malik going to throw, gets a rush on him, and he's hit and dropped for a loss. It'll be fourth down. And boy, Mayfield can pin them back here.
Yeah, the pressure was coming from the right side on Malik Kirby. I believe that was number 24 that made the sack there, Coleman Amos, the junior linebacker. And he was just untouched coming from the backfield. And both teams stalling on their opening drives of the season.
So let's see if Bird can pop one here inside the 10. Gets it up in the air. And it's caught at the 10, 15. And they'll be drugged down at about the 16-yard line. Be glad when that sun goes down and I can see.
Yeah, some long shadows on the field right now, but the sun coming right at us here in the press box. And, of course, the Mayfield defense looking right at it with Graves County heading east on the field. That was number 8, Reagan Mathis, by the way, the junior that caught that punt. And I think the plan was if Jace Houston had not come in as quarterback, I think Mathis was about to be the quarterback for Graves County.
Houston in the gun, trips to the left side, one man out on the right. He'll give it off up the middle and hit right at the line. He might fall forward for a couple. He'll get over the 15 to about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And it'll be second and about 8.
Number 10, Brady Roselle, the running back, the junior for Graves County. Kind of felt like he got more than that. But again, 8 yards to go for the first down. If Mayfield can get a stop on this end of the field, they should again get pretty good field position, but they've got to stop them for 2 more plays.
4:40 to go in the first quarter. Each team has had 1 possession, no score. Graves on their second one. Houston takes the snap, looks, and almost intercepted by the Cardinals, but it's incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and about 8.
Diego Torres read that ball well, coming right at Reagan Mathis. And Diego almost got there in time to pick it off. Of course, Diego is also a receiver, so you know he's got the hands to catch a pass that was coming in pretty hot from Jace Houston right there. So, again, another big 3rd down play for the Cardinal defense.
So a 3rd down and 8. Trips on the left side. Pretty much the same set this entire series. Now, the clock just now starting on the play clock. We're down to 4:28. Houston takes the snap, rolls to the left side, looks down the field. Not much there, incomplete. No flags that I see. And it'll be 4th down for Graves again.
Yeah, the Eagles receiver fell down just as the ball was headed in his direction. Again, that pass intended out in the flat for Reagan Mathis. He was kind of looking around as he got off the ground for maybe a flag out there. Thought he might have been bumped from behind that knocked him to the ground. Officials kept the yellow hanky in their pocket, and that means Mayfield will get the ball back here. They'll have 2 men back.
Kalani and Kalix are listening down in Clarksville. Thanks to them for listening. My granddaughters, that's the reason I had to give them a shout out. Graves set to punt it, and they get it away. Another short kick, and it'll be taken by Kirby at midfield, and he'll be dropped at the 45 by the Eagles. So it looks like Robbins coming in this series, John.
Yeah, kind of a Malik Kirby sandwich right there. Number 18, Luke Jones, hit Kirby just at the same time Jacob Bazanis hit him as well. So we'll see if the fortunes change here with Robbins at quarterback. He's got Josiah England to his right.
2nd possession for the Cardinals. 3 and out the first time. Now Robbins in at quarterback in the gun. Josiah to his right. It'll go to Josiah. He finds room on the left side, but cut off quickly, spins out of it, and winds up getting about 5 out of it, down to right at the 40, we'll say.
Well, bringing Robbins back at quarterback position does give you one of your 2 best receivers back out in their original spot. And Kirby, of course, one of the best receivers for Mayfield, him along with Mac Hoover, who's lined up at the top.
Twins on the right side. Quick hitter out to the left side, and did he go out of bounds or it's incomplete?
He did catch that, and I think it might be enough for a 1st down.
Oh, well, I can't see for that sun, doggone it. Well, it is a Summit Christian University. Mayfield Cardinal 1st down at the 34-yard line. Gray in the gun. Fakes it to Josiah. Has a huge rush on him. Gets rid of it. And complete over the middle. Inside the 25 to about the 24 to Malik Kirby. Is that going to be a 1st down? Yes, it is. That's a Summit Christian University. Mayfield Cardinal 1st down. And they are stopping the clock. They are stopping the clock. Okay, because of the 1st down.
Well, already paying dividends with Kirby back at wide receiver. 2 completions from Robbins to Kirby. So that connection working well early on.
1st down and 10. Robbins gives it off on the right side. Josiah trying to find room. Cuts through. Gets inside the 1st down. Brought to you by Summit Christian University inside the 15. Down to the 13. Once again, another 1st down. You know, a lot of times you see the run open up the pass, but the pass is opening up the run.
Yeah, Graves County a little on their heels, not knowing what to expect now that Robbins is in the game.
Robbins in the gun. Twins to either side. He'll fake it and finds a man, but he is nailed right as he hits it. I think it was Malik inside the 5. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, targeting Kirby again, and Robbins just got that pass off in time. He took a pretty good hit back there.
3:11 to go in the first quarter of play. Mayfield threatening here. The first threat of the night by either team. Inside the 15, down at the 12-yard line. 2nd and 10, Mack on the right side.
Sherrill in the backfield in the pistol.
And it'll be Sherrill. He'll take it to about the 10, and it's going to be 2nd down and about 8.
Well, from just looking,
3rd down, I'm sorry.
Just looking at the offensive line so far, we know that was going to be a spot where some learning was going to go on early in the season. Those guys probably need to stay with their blocks a little bit longer to give us some room to run.
3rd down and 8. Gray still in there. Looks, throws the fade in the end zone. Got Hoover. Is it complete? They'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he made the catch. It was in the back corner of the end zone, kind of a low fade. It was not really a high pass. The pass was caught, but I don't think he got a foot in bounds. Looked like he might have been pushed out of bounds after he caught the ball. So Mayfield set up for our first points of the season. Unfortunately, not 6, but a chance for 3 right here.
Bird on for his first attempt of the year. Stinson will be the holder. Good snap. Stinson has it down on its way. And no good, off to the right. So the Cardinals are turned away. And now the Eagles will take over, 1st and 10. From, let's see, will they bring it back out to the 20? Yep, that's what they're going to do. Bring it to the 20, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. 2:30 to go in the first quarter. No score. Mayfield just missed a field goal. It looked like it was off to the right. He was kicking into the sun.
Yeah, Mayfield put a good drive together there. 3 straight first downs, but can't cash in.
Trips on the left side. One man comes in motion. Houston in the gun. Now they go to twins. As they'll run it up the middle, and boy, the Cardinals line sniffed that one out. It'll be a loss of about 2 on the run.
Al talked about the Mayfield offensive line sticking with their blocks a little longer. Whoever's trying to block Ashton Rogers right there had no success. He was right around them and into the backfield in a moment's notice. Great job by Ashton Rogers. He's one of those guys, those seniors that Mayfield will depend on up front.
2nd down and 12. Houston still in the gun. Twins on either side looking for a quick hitter. Now gets a rush on it, hit from behind, and dropped inside the 15 to at about the 14.
Reggie Dow with the stop. I think Houston had a lot of green grass in front of him. He was looking up ahead and was going to take off running, and he probably would have had a good 15 to 20 yards. There was only one defender for Mayfield on this side of the field as he was guarding a receiver. So Houston would have had time to run, but Reggie Dow got in there, cut his legs out from under him. I don't think Jace Houston ever saw him coming from the backside.
3rd down and about 15 from their own 13-yard line. Houston going to throw, looking for something quick. And is it caught?
Ball incomplete. Was a little short there. Some of the Graves County fans wanting some pass interference. A little face guarding by the Mayfield defender.
Not going to get it.
Never saw the ball coming, but the pass was thrown a little bit short. And again, Mayfield with a prime opportunity now with Malik Kirby and Mac Hoover set to return this punt. And the way the last 2 punts have gone, I might be scooting up just a little bit because neither punt has made it to our deep men.
Yeah, I think that's what they were just discussing amongst themselves just a moment ago. Snap is good, and that's a straight shank.
Yep.
And that's not kicking away. That's just a horrible kick. Mayfield should get very good field position. Let's see where they mark it.
He's continuing to walk it up. This may be at around the 20-yard line.
No penalties on the field, it doesn't look like. So about the 20-yard line, Mayfield will have it first down and 10.
Give you some perspective on how far, or how short rather, that punt was. The line of scrimmage for Graves County was the 13-yard line. Now Mayfield has it at the 20. We let Graves County off the hook last time. We got a score right here.
Gray has backs to either side. It'll go to Mack on the sweep, and won't go very far. He'll get down about inside the 20 to about 13, and we got a timeout on the field, I think.
Player lost his lid, so that is automatic out for one play.
51 seconds to go in the first quarter. Second down and 8 for the Cardinals. We'll call it 7. Inside the 20. They'll have to get inside the 10 for the first down. Quick hitter on the left side. It's Malik. And he keeps going. Is he in the end zone? Nope, they'll mark him out at about the 1-yard line. No, they'll call it to 2. Everybody down on the field. So it'll be first and goal from the 2-yard line. That first down brought to you by Summit Christian University.
Mayfield running power here.
Cardinals go to the
There you
right
go.
side, and it is a touchdown. J. Aubrey Sherrill gets the carry. That touchdown brought to you by Steam Right Cleaning. All you have to do is give them a call, and they pop it into the end zone for Steam Right.
Pretty simple handoff right there. Just went off guard, and he was able to take a skip and a hop and easily into the end zone for the first points of 2025.
Cardinals in the swinging gate for the PAT. Now they come together.
The swinging gate this year a little different. They send players to both sides of the field.
36 seconds to go in the first quarter. Cardinals draw first blood, and it is good. 7-0, Mayfield leads. 36 seconds to go in the first quarter, and we'll go to a break now. Hope you're enjoying along the way.
Not enough hot water? Casey Mill Supply, 85 Keystone Drive in Mayfield, has a solution to your hot water problem. It's the Navian Tankless Hot Water Heater. Navian Tankless Hot Water Heaters are extremely efficient and eco-friendly units that provide extra energy savings over traditional tank and non-condensing tankless water heaters. Stop by Casey Mill Supply for more information on the Navian Tankless Hot Water Heaters, or call them at 270-247-1899. Natural gas, still your best energy buy.
In an article in Forbes magazine, according to Bloomberg, 8 out of 10 entrepreneurs who start a business fail within the first 18 months. That's what makes Dairyman's Supply so unusual. They've been serving their customers since 1925. Dairyman's has earned a reputation for honesty, reliability, and excellent customer service. Dairyman's Supply Company is a national wholesaler supplying name brand building materials to retail lumber yards and building centers throughout the Southeast, with distribution centers in Kentucky and Alabama. At Dairyman's Supply, our people make the difference.
Mayfield leads 7-0. 36 seconds to go in this first quarter. Deep kick again by Bird. Taking it to 1. This time fumbles the football at the 1 and just has to fall on it. That can't be what Graves County wanted at that point.
Well, Mayfield's had a few short fields in this first quarter, and if they could stop them here, it'll be another short field. Mayfield only had to go 20 yards for their score on the last possession with a 2-yard Sherrill run. And now Graves County has 99 yards to go to hit pay dirt. And, again, they are not in great position, backed up in the shadow, and I do mean shadow with that sun setting of their own goal post.
You funny man, you.
How about a safety? Let's add a safety to the bingo card tonight.
Boy, there you go. I hadn't done this all year in a year, so I didn't even think about that. Houston takes it, throws a quick screen out, incomplete, and boy, he is nailed right as he hits it. And a nice job by the Cardinals to read that one. Boy, that was a long way to throw a screen pass.
Yeah, that was Sherrill again, who just scored the touchdown with the stick right there. And a couple of the Graves County receivers saying, hey, I don't think you went exactly where you were supposed to on that route. And if it would have been a complete pass, it would have only gone for a yard or two.
Twins on either side. Houston back in the end zone. Moves the running back to the right side of him. Houston looks to throw another quick hitter.
That's a safety.
He's tackled in the end zone. That looks like a safety.
It is. There we go. Bingo.
You called that one.
Well, the way that Graves County has struggled moving the ball in this first quarter, it's not a big surprise that we were able to get them for a loss on that play. A little discussion by the officials right here. You know, they will try to give you forward progress on a situation like that, but he was clearly in the end zone when he was tackled, about 2 yards into the end zone, in fact. So it's going to be 2 for Mayfield, and we've got one of those odd scores coming tonight, it looks like, as the Cardinals are up 9-0 and about to take the kickoff from Graves County.
Yeah, we should have taken a break there, but we'll just keep it right here. As of now, Mayfield leads 9-0 on the safety. Only 22 seconds to go. We'll take a 1-minute timeout when we get to the end of the quarter. Cardinals, you think they'll punt here?
Probably so. I think you have the option here on a safety, whether you want to punt or just a standard style kickoff. But this may be the worst field position Mayfield has had tonight, because they get to bring it out to the, I believe it's the 20. Mayfield's lined up at the 30. I thought it was a little further back than that.
I think they punt from the 20, if I'm remembering correctly. Yes, that's what they're going to do. They'll punt from the 20. Can't tell who's back deep for Mayfield. Looks like Josiah and Mack lined up at the 30-yard line. So they are going to kick it off here. Yeah, punting hadn't been their buddy tonight.
No, and this being their first kickoff, we'll see if this looks any better than the punts.
So Mack and Josiah back deep for the Cardinals. Beautiful night for high school football. Thanks for joining us on WYMC Radio YouTube and WYMC Mayfield. As it's in the air on the way, Josiah takes it at the 30, 35, 40, and 45, and almost midfield, makes a nice hand-saving catch, and he gets all the way down inside the 45 to the 43. And, John, you can explain as I catch my breath what I meant by a hand catch.
Yeah, that was a tremendous run right there by Josiah. They hit him low, knocked him off balance. He was able to keep 1 foot, and then threw a nice stiff arm out around the 45-yard line and was able to shed another tackler before a few more Graves County Eagles came in and swarmed on him and brought him down. But nice job by Josiah with some open field to run.
Robbins back in this series. He's in the gun. Josiah to his right. Now fakes it to him. Gray takes off and runs inside the 40 to about the 38-yard line. I'm sure the coaches held their breath on that one.
Yeah, they held their breath, and my heart skipped a beat. Boy, you just don't want to see him do that unless he absolutely has to.
2nd down and 7 when we come back for the Mayfield Cardinals. That's the end of one. Mayfield leads Crosstown rival Graves County 9-0. And we'll be back on TV, radio, wherever you're watching or listening to us in 1 minute.
Are you in need of top-of-the-line farming and lawn equipment? Look no further than First Choice Farm and Lawn, your Kubota Premier Elite dealer in Mayfield. We understand the importance of reliable equipment for your agricultural and landscaping needs. We proudly offer a wide range of Kubota machinery designed to tackle any task with precision and power. At First Choice Farm and Lawn, 3350 Highway 45 North in Mayfield. First Choice Farm and Lawn, your trusted Kubota dealer.
Is it home improvement season at your house? If you answered yes, but you're unsure how to pay for those upgrades and repairs, then it's time to contact First Kentucky Bank. Using the equity in your house, you can finance projects big and small with a home equity line of credit from First Kentucky. Let their mortgage experts guide you through the process. You're ready to start the home project, and First Kentucky has the right tools to help. Don't delay. Finance your dreams with First Kentucky. Call, stop by, or visit their website at firstkentucky.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all credits subject to approval.
Hey there, now we're back. We start the second quarter of play. Mayfield has it from the Graves County 38-yard line, second down and about 6. Robbins takes the snap, looks, getting the rush on him, now takes off again. He'll be close to the sticks, we'll see. Bounces right up, though. It's going to be about a half a yard shy.
Well, if the coaches told him at the end of that first quarter, don't be running the football, he didn't listen, because the very first play of the second quarter, he takes off down the field. Give Graves County secondary some credit here. They're covering up Mayfield pretty good, and Robbins has had nothing else open for him, so he's taking it off down the field. And, yeah, first down is another trip into the Graves County side of the field.
At the 31, that brought to you by Summit Christian. Will Morris has the catch. Inside the 30 and down to about the 25-yard line. As it'll be another second down up and coming here, but boy, it looks like Mayfield learned something.
Well, nice to see Will Morris getting a touch on the ball. He lines up at tight end. I always like it when tight ends can catch a few passes during the course of the game, something that the defense doesn't prepare for a lot.
Mack on the right side. Josiah takes it off to the right side, and his knee hit at about the 28-yard line, so it'll be probably no gain, third down and about 4. No, we'll call it 6, third down and 6.
That was a nice open field tackle by number 4, Hunter Ditto, the linebacker, the senior for Graves County. It was just him one-on-one with Josiah, and he made the tackle down around his feet, wouldn't let him go.
Cardinals have twins on the right side, one man out on the left. Gray looking down the field. Finds a man, swings it to Josiah, and he's not going to have the first down. He'll be dropped at about the 25. They'll mark it at the 26. It'll be fourth down and about 5.
Good coverage again downfield. Not really an open receiver. He caught Josiah out in the flat. Maybe waited just a little too long. Josiah had some more breathing room out there if he could have found him a bit sooner and may have been able to pick up that first down. But, again, at this point, a little long for a field goal try. Maybe get them to jump off sides as it's 4th and 4.
Fourth down, Mayfield. Robbins takes the snap. They're going to run a play. And he's got a man. Is it incomplete? They'll call it incomplete. I thought it might have hit the ground for Will Morris. So the Cardinals turn it over on downs, but Gray looks like he's kind of shaking the rust off. But
yeah,
he knew he threw that one a little bit low.
Exactly what I was going to say, Vince. It was a nice pass. The only person that was going to catch that was Will Morris, but he just threw it a little low, and Will tried to get his hands underneath it as the ball was headed towards the ground. The official, staring right at it, said he didn't do it, so it's a turnover on downs.
Graves County takes over from their own 26-yard line. Houston in the backfield in the gun. Twins on either side. They send a man in motion, and I think they had 2 men in motion. I don't know. We're going to see. Offsides against the defense. Offsides on Mayfield.
I didn't see who lined up offsides. I was watching the motion of the Graves County backfield.
Well, John, that's what I was doing too.
Yeah, I was watching Reagan Mathis. I thought for sure the ball was going his way, but it was blown dead.
So first down and 5 for the Eagles at the 31. Houston takes a snap, gives it off up the middle, and it will be a first down for Graves County over the 35 to about the 37-yard line.
And Graves County wants to go in a hurry now.
Twins on either side. Houston in the gun. Take the snap. Same thing up the middle. Not much doing this time. Maybe 2 up to about the 40-yard line. Everybody trying to jump up, do the job. 2nd down and 8 from their own 40-yard line for the Eagles. Same set. Twins on either side. Houston in the gun. You can tell for sure who they're on. They snap the ball. Houston wasn't looking, and it's down at about the 29-yard line.
I don't think anybody was looking.
I was barely looking. I'm trying to catch my breath. All this fast play tonight. So it'll be 3rd down and about 20.
Well, Houston has not thrown the ball a lot tonight, but this is obviously a passing situation, and he's going to need to pick up, as you just mentioned, about 20 yards. So we'll see if they run some kind of stick route here.
8:30 to go in the first half. Mayfield leads 9-0. And Houston drops back, hit in the backfield, and dropped at the line of scrimmage. And it'll be 4th down again for the Eagles. Boy, the Cardinal defense came to play tonight.
Kyler Simpson, number 5, the senior, with that tackle right there. Again, Houston is trying to step up as the pressure is coming from both sides, and he seems to be a little indecisive whether he wants to take off running down the field. He was still looking for somebody to throw to as he approached the line of scrimmage, and that little hesitation was just enough to give Simpson a chance to bring him down.
Graves will attempt to punt again. 7:50 to go in the first half. Mayfield leads 9-0. It's in the air. A little bit better this time. It went forward, and Mayfield will let it roll. It'll die at about their own 38-yard line. So that's where the Cardinals will take over.
Well, he did keep that punt in the middle of the field, so he was able to get a little bonus roll out of it instead of the ball going straight out of bounds. And a fortuitous bounce there for Graves County will drive Mayfield back on their side of the field after they've had great field position throughout this game. It's not bad now, but it's certainly not as good as it's been. If
you're watching on WYMC Radio YouTube, Madison's got the score up. Man, she's worked hard all week long. And it's great. Quick screen out to the right side, taken by Mac Hoover. Mac trying to make his way up to midfield, but he is brought down. And I think they'll give him the 44. That's what it looks like. So it'll be 2nd down and about 5, John.
I would have liked to see Mac made a couple of nice moves there, but he kind of made a move back towards the inside of the field. There was some grass out here on the Mayfield sideline. If he tried to use his speed, I think he might have been able to get a little more.
2nd down and 5. Gray throws it to this side. Sherrill right at midfield. Let's see where they mark him out of bounds. It'll be a 1st down. Summit Christian University, Mayfield Cardinal 1st down right at our own 49-yard line. I don't think they can go much faster than they are tonight. Twins on the right side, Twins on the left. Gray takes it quickly. Now looks for the fade. Got a man! Did he hit him? In stride, yes! Diego Torres down at the 2-yard line. Wow. I think that rust is gone.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Mayfield needed right there. They were kind of plodding along a few yards at a time. Mayfield known for busting big plays, and they certainly got one right there.
Quickly again up. Same set. Twins to either side. Josiah. And he goes in standing up. That touchdown brought to you by Steam Right Cleaning. All you have to do is give them a call, and they'll be more than happy to come over and give you an estimate. The Poppers going here as Mayfield takes the lead 15-0. Well, you were right, John. That's what they were plotting for.
Yeah,
Is that a word?
They were getting small chunks at a time, and finally, Robbins has got that arm. He can bust a big one.
And the PAT is good. 2 for 2 tonight for Owen Bird on PATs. 16-0, 6:44 to go in the first half. Mayfield leads this one, and we'll be back in 1 minute. WYMC Radio on YouTube and WYMC Radio right here.
It's hot outside, but Gillum Thompson Furniture is keeping you cool with our summer saving sale going on now. Relax in style with motion furniture from Ashley, Southern Motion, and Homestretch. Plus, great deals on wiped-up mattress sets for the perfect night's sleep. We offer free delivery, setup, design help, and zero-interest financing, so you can shop worry-free. We're proud to be voted Best Furniture Store by Paducah Sun's Reader's Choice Awards. Thank you to our amazing customers. For the best selection, service, and savings, always shop Gillum Thompson Furniture first.
If you're a teenager and you're getting your first car, that's the most excited you'll ever be buying a car because it's your first car. You can't beat the feeling of driving off the lot in the car that you paid for, especially with a young buyer. What they buy is all they can afford. It doesn't matter what you're buying from us or the amount of money you're spending. The car you're buying is treated the same way with the same expectation that we sell all of our cars.
C Motors, Highway 45 North Mayfield, or visit online at cmotors.com.
I have to turn my microphone off between plays. Everybody said, turn your mic off. I wouldn't do anything much. As we are back, Owen awaits the kickoff and gets another good foot into it. It's kind of a sidewinder at the 12. Graves County brings it out to the 18, and they'll be dropped right there. Good coverage by the Cardinals.
Ashton Flint with a stop right there, squared up, made a wonderful textbook tackle. And then Graves County with a pretty poor field position to start this drive. And let's see what they can do with 6:36. Still plenty of time on the clock. However, we haven't seen a lot of passing from Graves County. They've relied on the run. Mayfield, again, been able to get stops and great field position. So we'll see how things go. The Graves County defense has been on the field a lot tonight. Don't know that it had anything to do with that long pass completion that set up the touchdown a few minutes ago. But again, that Graves County defense may be getting just a little tired as we play our first full night of football action here across the Commonwealth. Not a scrimmage where you play a couple of quarters. This is 4 quarters of hard-hitting football.
Houston in the gun, twins to either side. Quick hitter out on the right side, caught at the 30, and he'll be driven out of bounds at about the 31-yard line, 36-yard line.
That was a nice little play action right there. Houston throws it out to Vukasovic. And Mathis and Vukasovic really the two key receivers that Houston has to throw to on this Graves County roster. And again, that was a nice little play to get them a little bit of breathing room on their end of the field.
First down and 10 for the Eagles from their own 35. Houston takes it, looks to the right side, another quick hitter. And he got a man right at the 40-yard line and gang tackled by the Cardinals. A slew of them over there. It'll be second and about 4. They'll give him 6.
Yeah, a little bit of a curl pattern right there. Went down for about 6 yards. It was hit immediately, so no chance to pick up anything else.
6 minutes to go in the first half. Mayfield leads 16-0 over the Eagles of Graves County. Second down and 4. Houston takes the snap. Has a rush on him now. Running for his life. Just gets rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. So it'll be third down and about 4 here.
Yeah, that was the smart thing to do right there. He was flush from the pocket. He's already taken a couple of sacks. He knows from those earlier sacks that he's just got to get rid of that ball and not take the loss. And a good job just to be able to throw it on the run out of bounds where no worries about anybody picking that ball off.
So third down and 4 here for the Eagles. They'll have the same set pretty much all night thus far. One back behind Houston. Twins on either side. Houston takes, looks, and throws it quickly over the middle, incomplete at midfield. And now Coach DiBernardi has a decision from his own side of the field.
Vukasovic, the intended receiver right there, threw that ball just out ahead of him a little bit, had to make a diving attempt at that pass and just couldn't hang on to it as he hit the ground. But he had some space there. He was open. The pass was just a little bit off target.
Yeah, not really any indecision that time. Coach DiBernardi brought the punt team out. As Mack and Kirby are back deep. They haven't been very busy tonight. High, short kick. It'll drop and take an eagle roll all the way down inside the 25 to about the 21-yard line. So that's where Mayfield will start on their fourth possession. Or is it fifth?
I haven't even been counting.
I don't know. I don't know either.
You could tell me anything. First, 99, whatever. Either way. As long as we score at the end of it.
5:35 to go here in the first half. Mayfield leads 16-0. They'll start 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line.
Yeah, I can tell you it is the worst field position we've started with so far. So wouldn't mind taking a little time off this clock if we can finish the drive off with points. And, of course, we will get the ball to start half number 2. So tacking on a touchdown here and getting the ball back would be awesome.
And a quick hitter out. It's set up very well, and a first down for the Cardinals with Summit Christian University over at the 35 at Sherrill. We've called his name a lot tonight, John.
Yeah, I think that might be, is that number 6?
Yeah, I believe it was. Islam, I'm sorry, Islam. I apologize. And a quick hitter up the middle. Mayfield goes with it, and Josiah takes it. He'll be right at the sticks. Man alive. Going so fast I can't even keep up. Well, that's not saying a lot. Another Summit Christian University Mayfield Cardinal first down at our own 45-yard line. Now, Gray takes a snap again. Looks, looking long. Now comes down, and Will Morris gets the reception at the sticks. I think he'll have another one. He does. They'll move the chains. Whoa.
Yeah, there is a flag on the 45 of Mayfield.
Holding on the Cardinals.
Yeah, that's a couple of those tonight. That one wipes out another Mayfield first down, and we'll keep them on their side of the field. I like what we saw from Robbins right there. He cocked his arm back like he was ready to unleash a 35, 40-yard pass down the field, and then just threw a strike to Morris on that. So maybe even fooling the Graves County defense just a little bit.
First down and 20. Mayfield Twins on the right side. One man out on the left. Gray drops back, looks, goes long. He got a man, and it's batted down. Just got too much air under it.
Yeah, exactly. That was Ashton Flint. He had to wait on that ball, and by the time he slowed down, the Graves County defender was looking back and probably just did the smart thing there. Instead of trying to intercept that ball, just took his right hand and batted it down to the ground. So good idea, just a little too much air underneath that. Otherwise, Mayfield was about to take it into the end zone.
4:46 to go here in the first half of play. 16-0, Mayfield leads. Second down and 20 after the holding call. Two tight ends. Quick hitter out on the right side. It's taken by Kirby, but no gain. Maybe 2 or 3 out of it. It's still going to be third down and about 16 or 17.
Yeah, I think that play was designed to maybe catch somebody over on the edge sleeping for Graves County. It was just a one-on-one play there. Wasn't going to go for much yards, covered very well. So not much out of that second down play. And now we've got third and almost a country mile.
Third down and 18. Twins on the right, Twins on the left. Gray over the middle.
Yeah.
Got a man right at the sticks. And it looks like it is Islam again for the first down. Boy, he's been a busy beaver tonight.
Yeah, you know, we've got a lot of guys as far as receivers are concerned tonight. Mayfield just choosing who they want to throw it to, and everybody making some big plays. That one huge on a long, long third down. Keeps the drive alive, keeps the clock moving with the ball in Mayfield's hands.
And brought to you by Summit Christian University. Call Dr. Keith Roach on Monday. Not tonight, he's busy. As Gray turns around, gets it to a man, incomplete. That play might have been busted, or did they just fake me out?
I think they faked you out. I think that was designed turnaround. Quarterback goes one way, does a 360, throws it the other direction, right through the hands of Mac Hoover. He'll be the first to tell you he should have grabbed that one. Probably would have gone for a nice chunk of yards.
So it'll be second down and 10 for the Cardinals inside their 40 at about the 39 of Graves County. Robbins takes it, looks, throws long once again. Oh, they're shoving and pushing, and looks like incidental contact, and it's incomplete.
Well, the pass was going downfield. I kept my eye on Robbins because they had a corner blitz coming from both sides, and Robbins got popped pretty good right there. Graves County player landed on top of him. He's still jogging around back and forth, but you could see as we've gone through this game, Vince, he came in on the second Mayfield offensive possession. Maybe a little nerves, maybe a little rusty, but he's certainly settled into that quarterback role as we've gotten deeper into this game.
Third down and 10. Quickly takes it on the right side. And taken by, well, I don't know who it is.
16.
Elijah Morris.
But there is a flag that was thrown right as that ball was snapped.
Well,
and you can see Robbins is a little dejected, puts his hands on his helmet, and this will be coming back.
illegal procedure against the Cardinals. So it'll be third down and 15 after a sweet first down.
Yeah, that's a couple of plays on this drive now. Mayfield's been able to overcome it, but a couple of plays where we've had some costly penalties making for third and long. So let's see if we can keep that streak going and get another crucial first down.
3.5 to go here in the first half. Mayfield leads 16-0. Trying to tack on another one. They give it off to Josiah. Trying to get it up the middle, and he'll be over the 40. Still going to be fourth down and 10, 11. Yeah, they'll mark it at the 11, or they'll mark it 11 yards. So Bird going to try to put them inside the 10 again here. Under 3 to go in the first half.
Well, without it being an insanely hot night, we haven't had any stoppage for water breaks for either team, and nobody's called a timeout. So both teams with 3 timeouts here if Mayfield can get a stop.
And Bird, high end over end, and it'll drop at the 12 and die at the 11. So, you know, Mayfield has done one thing tonight. They have not given Graves County the opportunity. No good field position.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That last possession, Graves County was able to pick up a couple of first downs, but they eventually punted. Mayfield had to start with their worst field position of the night. Mayfield had a pretty good drive going before it bogged down thanks to that procedure penalty. So let's see how risky, we'll call it that, Graves County wants to be on their end of the field, knowing that Mayfield has 3 timeouts. Do they want to put it in the air and try to score before this half is over? Or are they going to be conservative and keep it on the ground and make Mayfield use some timeouts?
We'll see. First down and 10, Graves County. Houston throws a quick screen, caught, and fumbles a football, I thought, but he didn't. It was inside the 20 down to the 17.
That was just a big Diego Torres helmet that came off down there.
Yeah, okay, that's what it was. Thank heavens I wasn't seeing stuff. So it'll be second down and about 4 here. A long 3. We'll call it for Graves County. Right at 4.5. They finally set it down. Twins on either side for the Eagles. Houston going to throw again. Looks over the middle. Caught right at the sticks. Well, they'll say it was incomplete. Mayfield had it running the other way just in case.
Yeah, I just don't. It looked like he caught it briefly, but I don't know if he ever had possession and able to pull it into his body. But he certainly had his hands on it, was ready to tuck it away when the ball popped out on the ground. So Mayfield gets a break there. It's an incomplete pass. The clock stopping now with just over 2 minutes.
Third down and 4. Houston going to throw again over the middle, incomplete. I don't see any flags coming in. And, boy, they'll get the ball back here with 2:09 to go and 3 timeouts, and should have pretty good field position out of it.
Mayfield secondary playing an excellent game tonight. In fact, the entire defense playing a great game. And with that incomplete pass, Mayfield will likely get the ball back around midfield. Kirby's back up at his own 45, and Hoover at his own 47. So Kirby will run up now, and they're both going to run up onto the Graves County side of the field. So they're expecting a shorter punt, and hopefully that will lead to a nice return to set us up for another scoring opportunity.
16-0, 2:09 to go in the first half. And I think Graves wants to talk about it.
Yeah.
They do. We'll talk about it as well. 2:09 to go in the first half of play. 16-0. Mayfield leads. Back in a minute.
We've got Spirit. Yes, we do. We've got Spirit. And now you can too. Did you know that you can support Mayfield Cardinal students just by using your debit card? All you have to do is make a purchase with your Mayfield Cardinal Spirit debit card, and FNB will donate money to Mayfield Independent Schools. It's that easy. We invite you to start banking with Spirit. Get your Mayfield Cardinal Spirit debit card today, exclusively at FNB. Go Cardinals! FNB Bank is member FDIC. Spirit debit card is available with eligible FNB checking accounts. For each signature-based transaction not using your PIN, FNB will donate 10 cents to the schools. Donation may be subject to contracted quarterly maximums.
Setpoint Heating and Air Conditioning has been servicing our area for 7 years, and now they're growing by purchasing Adams Heat and Air. Setpoint has Root Heat and Air units located on Highway 45 North in Mayfield. Owner Cole Duncan and his experienced technicians look forward to serving you with 24-hour service and financing. Setpoint Heating and Air Conditioning, locally owned and operated, now your Root dealer.
Call 270-248-7500.
Matt quickly calls the fair catch. Didn't want to waste any time. Down to 2:03 to go here.
Punts for Graves County have, and there's been several of them, they've gotten some pretty good rolls when they've kept them inbound. So Mac making sure that didn't happen again. So that fair catch was a very good idea on his part.
First down and 10, Mayfield from the Graves County 43-yard line. Twins on either side. Twins to the left side receivers. Hoover takes it around the left end, and Mack will be dropped at about the 45-yard line. I don't see how they can, but Mayfield will try to go quicker here. Second down and about 2. Clock rolls down to 1:45 here in the first half. Quick hitter out on the right side. Will Morris takes it. Should have the first down. They'll stop the clock anyway.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to get it by about a half yard, so that'll give Mayfield enough time to get to the line of scrimmage. And Coach Hatchell will call that play in to Robbins, and they'll be set to go as soon as they run the clock.
Another Summit Christian University first down for Mayfield. Gray takes the snap. Quick hitter out on the right side. Will Morris inside the 20. And they'll say he got out of bounds.
Well, he's got a first down again, so clock will stop one more time.
Oh, that may be why they stopped it. Yep, that is. Move the chains. Another Summit Christian University first down for the Cardinals. First down and 10 at the 19-yard line. Going quick. Gray pump fakes. Now finds a man over the middle. Is it complete? I believe it is to Will, so Cardinals will get back on the line quickly.
Boy, Robbins had to get rid of that ball in a hurry. Kind of short-armed that pass, but he had more pressure breathing down his neck.
Mayfield going to call a timeout, but we're going to keep it right here as they don't take the 1 minute like they used to. We don't have the oven mitt man here. So we'll keep it right here. Mayfield leads here, 1:06 to go in the first half, 16-0. And I don't know if you're the coaches from Mayfield or the coaches from Graves County. Graves, you couldn't have scripted it worse. Mayfield, you couldn't have scripted it better.
Well, as we talked about in the pregame, Graves County breaking in a lot of new folks at critical positions this season, kind of the situation that Mayfield was in last year to start the season. Mayfield's got a little more experience out there. And, again, that Graves County defense has been on the field a lot tonight. The offense is really kind of sputtered for the Eagles. And you got to think as this game gets deeper and deeper that more of that Eagles defense is going to wear down.
Both teams have 2 timeouts left as we come down to the final 106 in this first half. Robbins in at quarterback, sends a man in motion. It's Kirby. He'll go all the way across the field. Gray takes it, looks, gets a rush, and drops it off at the feet. I believe that's Neely. Carson Neely.
Yeah, I think that's the first time we've called Neely's name tonight, but that's just an example of how many different guys have been catching balls for the Cardinals. But again, the pressure was coming for Robbins, and he just had to find somebody to dump that ball off to. They are getting some pressure on him. This might be a good time to run maybe a delayed handoff, draw play to Josiah and let him run right up the middle.
Gray, twins to either side. Now he's going to throw. Looks, got him, man, but it's incomplete at the 5. So looking at 4th down now. Do you bring Owen Bird in and try to make it a really uneven score?
Yeah, well, it's, 19 points. It's 16 right here. We're 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. As unlikely as that sounds, they could still score the game or tie the game with 2 touchdowns. So 19 is kind of an odd number, but it will put you up by more than 2 scores.
Ball on the right hash. And it's good work for Bird as well here in the early season. Gets it down on its way. It looks good from here. It is. So the Cardinals add to their lead 19-0 with 53 seconds to go in the first half. We'll be back in 1 minute. Are you tired of going back and forth from your doctor's office to where you get your prescriptions filled? Well, don't worry anymore. Stone's Drugs has your answer. All you have to do is go by and see David or any of his staff, and they will take care of you. Anything you have from your doctor's office, go by Stone's Health Mart Pharmacy. It's there for you. They support us, and they support our community as well.
Take control of your internet with new security features from WKNT. Block malware, viruses, and harmful websites automatically with our basic protected Wi-Fi control. Or get even more protection in the palm of your hand with advanced experienced Wi-Fi control. Set content filters and time limits and keep your Wi-Fi secure while your family surfs, streams, and stays connected. Call 877-954-8748 and take control of your fiber-fast internet with WKNT.
Now we are just about set for the kickoff after Bird's completion on the field goal. 19-0. Mayfield leads. 53 seconds to go here in the first half of play. You're listening to WYMC Mayfield, your Cardinal connection. As it's on the way, and it's kind of a squib kick down the middle. Fumbled, now picked up at the 5, 10, and dropped at the 15-yard line. So, again, good coverage on that kickoff.
Again, they ran right in the direction of Ashton Flint, and he squared up, made a nice tackle. And the Cardinals pitching a shutout here with under a minute to go in the second quarter. Graves County has 2 timeouts, but they've got 85 yards to go to get their first score. And the way the offense has struggled tonight, they may be just ready to get this one to halftime and try to regroup.
Twins on either side. Houston again in the gun. Cardinals rush 3. And that's enough as Houston just calls his own number. He'll hang on to it here and get about 3 or 4 out of it. It'll be second down and about 6.
And nobody's looking to call a timeout. Play clock down to 30, the game clock at 23. So they can just stand around and look at the sideline and let this one go to halftime.
And I think that's what they're going to do, John. I think that's what they're going to do. We're going to go down to Halleck at halftime. We're about 10 seconds away from it. See if he has anybody on the field. Cardinals come off the field, and they are jubilant right now, trying to get their fans up. And I've got him down on the field. Well, let's see if he finds somebody. Maybe, maybe not.
I wouldn't snap it either. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here with me is Coach Dew. Thank you for joining me, sir. What are some key components to stick to win in this game tonight?
Well, we're playing really well. The thing is, we got to get the points on the board. We got down there a couple of times. Should have got points on the second drive of the game. But we're starting to learn to get the ball in the end zone. So the second half, we'll get a couple of things fixed here in halftime. We'll be okay.
Yeah, yes, sir. Are you seeing the leadership that you need from your key players right now?
There's no doubt. I mean, we seem like we're dialed in. We're focused right now. The main thing is now is we got to go in there and make sure that we know this game is not over. We still got 24 minutes left in this game to finish up.
Yes, sir. And are you seeing what you're expecting from your opposing team, or are there any surprises?
No, they're doing what we thought they would do. That's what they are. They're a quick game, and they try to run the ball a little bit. But for the most part, our kids have handled that.
All right. Thank you very much, Coach Dew.
All right, good job, Halleck, down on the field with Coach Dew at halftime. Always a pleasure to talk to. And, John, I'm sure he's a pleasure to talk to right now up 19-0.
It always helps when you're winning. It always helps when you've got a shutout going and have really controlled what Graves County's been able to do so far in this first half. I like a lot of things that I'm seeing from Mayfield. We talked about this a little earlier in the second quarter, but Robbins came in after Kirby took the first series for Mayfield offense. Robbins came in after that. Looked maybe a little like a case of the nerves there. Has settled down, is playing a good game, has taken some hits in the backfield after he's let go of that ball, but he's popped right back up, and he's done the worse for wear. So that's good to see. Again, the defense is playing excellent football right now, and we're also getting, it's been a little inconsistent on the offensive end of the field, but Mayfield has been able to take advantage at times of the good field position Graves County has given them. So hopefully that continues in the second half. If so, Mayfield can start rolling up that score, and that's what we hope to see.
WYMC Radio at halftime. You can get it on YouTube. Thanks to Madison Morgan for all of the work she has put in this week. The only thing I'm sorry, or she's sorry about, is the score at halftime. It's red and not blue. 19-0, Mayfield leads here. As we invite you to, how do we do it now? Go to the link of what?
Have you not been paying attention to what I've been telling you?
No, I never do.
All right. Call your friends, call your neighbors, tell them if they want to watch this game, they can do it, and they can do it for free. Just go to the WIMC Facebook page. There you'll find a link to our YouTube page. Simply click on that, and it should pop up. Just hit play, and you'll be ready to watch this game. And, in fact, the bands are coming out on the field right now. Maybe you'll get to enjoy a little bit of the halftime band performance. Of course, we know the band has been working all summer as well for their routine. So good to have them out there for some halftime entertainment before our guys get back out there on the field for half number 2.
Yeah, and they're liable to have some first game jitters as well. We're going to take our first 3-minute timeout of the night, throw it back to Aiden back at the station. 19-0. Mayfield leads here at halftime, and we'll be back in 3 minutes.
When it comes to buying a house, how much can you afford? The answer to that is a function of two things: how much you can borrow and how much of a down payment you can muster. As a rule of thumb, your annual mortgage payment, taxes, and homeowner's insurance shouldn't exceed 28% of your gross income. Then determine how much cash you have for a down payment, leaving yourself enough left over to pay those pesky closing costs, which can add up to 3% to 5% of your total home's value, plus a little something extra for emergency repairs once you move into your new home. To find out more about buying a home, contact one of the real estate professionals at Harris Real Estate and Auction, Highway 45 North in Mayfield.
Visit our website at harrisauctions.com.
Hi folks, Steve Koenig with Purchase Ford Lincoln in Mayfield, Kentucky. Did you know we are the remaining Lincoln dealership in Western Kentucky? That's right, we are the only one. So if you're looking for a new Lincoln or pre-owned Lincoln or need service, call us at Purchase Ford Lincoln in Mayfield, Kentucky.
It's surprising but true, the only Lincoln dealership in the area is in Mayfield, Kentucky at Purchase Ford Lincoln.
Hello, Mayfield, Kentucky. This is Adam Rush, the pastor of Mayfield First United Methodist Church. Do I have good news for you? God loves you. And so do the people of Mayfield First United Methodist Church. If you are looking for a loving church family, we would love to have you join us. Our Sunday morning worship begins at 9 a.m., followed by Sunday school for all ages at 10 a.m. We are currently worshiping at 1322 West Broadway Street. I hope to see you all Sunday morning.
The Mayfield Independent School System takes great pride in producing opportunities for an excellent education for all students. Mayfield schools have won state attendance awards, above average ACT scores, an annual average of over $1,300,000 of scholarship awards, FBLA state winners, 16 student-to-teacher ratio for better instruction, award-winning academic teams, Special Olympics awards, state and national cheerleaders, state-winning marching band, state-winning media and journalism awards, award-winning sports programs.
The mission of the Mayfield Independent School District is to provide an excellent education for all students by offering high-quality and technologically superior programs, to empower visionary leadership, and to wisely manage resources in alliance with the individual schools, community members, and the home. The Mayfield Independent School District. Every child, every chance, every day.
Not enough hot water? Casey Mill Supply, 85 Keystone Drive in Mayfield, has a solution to your hot water problem. It's the Navien tankless hot water heater. Navien tankless hot water heaters are extremely efficient and eco-friendly units that provide extra energy savings over traditional tank and non-condensing tankless water heaters. Stop by Casey Mill Supply for more information on the Navien tankless hot water heaters, or call them at 270-247-1899. Natural gas, still your best energy buy.
Man, already 3 minutes. What happened to that bump music? Aiden, well, it's okay. Everything's going good up here. Now, John told you about the link. We're glad to have you along tonight. We're hoping that more people will come along. It's absolutely free here on WYMC. John and I are here tonight, and we invite you to, what'd you say, call your friends, call your neighbors.
Call your friends, call your neighbors. We aren't really, we're just doing what we usually do.
Yeah.
We are watching the game and calling it because it is a radio broadcast as well. So we're trying to do the description as a radio broadcast, not so much a TV broadcast. And you're probably thinking, well, what's the difference? There is a difference because you have to be a bit more descriptive for a radio audience and the ones that can't see it. Obviously, if you are watching right now, you can see what's going on, and we don't have to tell you so much. You can figure it out for yourself. But everything from what I've heard, we're getting a little feedback as our audience continues to grow tonight, that everything looks good. We've seen some clips. We haven't been able to watch the entire game. The monitor that's being used is a little ways down from us, but everything I'm hearing, the feedback is good. Camera looks good. Nice close-ups in there, scores on the screen, and our audio is coming through nice and crisp. So
yeah,
sounds like everything so far for our first adventure is going well.
A big thank you to Miss Martin here at the high school. She has done a tremendous job in letting us set up here and allowed us to do this tonight. Thanks to Mayfield High School for doing this, and we certainly appreciate it. I mean, it's just been a lot of fun all night long, and thus far, and we've got a lot more to come.
Yeah,
19-0 here at half.
I do have a couple of scores as I've been scrolling through. I kind of feel like I've neglected scores because this game has been so entertaining. But just up the road from us, McCracken County and Paducah. Again, that's a game that's always been played on the weekend, but it's being played this year on a Friday night. And Paducah has that lead. That is late in the second quarter, 28-14 over McCracken County. And also Owensboro, a team that Mayfield scrimmaged, they're taking on St. X tonight. That game up in Louisville, and St. X with a 35-0 lead on Owensboro. That is a third quarter score. Another good game. We talked about this in We Pick 'em earlier. We thought the Murray-Apollo game could be very entertaining and competitive, and in fact it is. That one's late in the first half. Murray 21, Apollo 14. That game, I believe, being played in Owensboro. And there are some other games going on around the region, and I'll continue to look for those and see if we can give you some updates. But here the news is all good if you're a Mayfield fan. 19-25 is the next score. I'm already giving that since we get the ball to start the third quarter. 19-0 here at the halftime. Again, the offense has kind of sputtered at times. We've had some good field position. You heard Halleck talked to Coach Dew at halftime in that interview, and Coach Dew said, we had some opportunities where we didn't cash in. That'll be something they try to fix in the second half. But really, Graves County's offense has been stymied the entire first half. They have put together a few first downs, some of those aided by penalties early in the game. But really, Mayfield's defense has controlled this ball game, and that's why they're pitching the shutout right now. And, of course, Coach Dew, an old defensive coach, so I'm sure he loves that just as much as anybody down there on that sideline.
Yeah, we'll talk to him in the morning at Wilma's at 8:05. If this stays the same way, it'll be a very happy Coach Dew, and we'll analyze this one, and then a brief look ahead to next week in Christian County. I'll have to let him enjoy the win over his crosstown rival if it stays this way at halftime.
Yeah, you got to have him. That's what the coaches always say, right? Give me the weekend, and we'll start thinking about it. But our coaches, they're back in there on Sunday mornings, and they're already prepping for the next game, so they don't even take the entire weekend to enjoy it before they start looking ahead. Of course, this is the beginning of high school football across the Commonwealth on this Friday, and we are looking for a few college football games coming along for tomorrow. So, college football getting underway, high school football tonight. So, really a fun time of the year. Thankfully, the weather is cooperating. I think next Friday night, if you want to make the drive over to Hoptown for the Christian County game. Of course, Stadium of Champions, a beautiful place to play a football game, and I think the weather should be pretty good for that as well.
And
all right.
Yeah,
you want to talk about some stats here?
Yes, sir.
All right. We told you that Mayfield was really dominating on the defensive end of the field. Mayfield has 69 yards rushing. Graves County has minus 13, so that tells a big story right there. Mayfield has 67 yards in passing. Graves County has 5 completions for just 36 yards. So you take away the minus yards in rushing and the yards that they have in passing, only 23 yards of offense for Graves County in this game so far. As far as individual numbers, Sherrill has one TD. He got Mayfield on the scoreboard with a short gain to get him into the end zone. He's got 4 yards on 2 carries. Malik Kirby, again, he started this game at quarterback, had 1 carry for minus 3 yards. England has 10 carries for 47 yards. Hopefully he can get on track as we get into the second half. And he's always good for one big run at some point during the game, so we still expect him to do that. Hoover has 2 carries for a total of 11 yards. And Robbins has a couple of carries. He's got 10 yards total for Mayfield. So that's a quick look at our statistics. Appreciate you bringing those by. Thanks so much. And we will, of course, have the final statistics hopefully tomorrow morning on Coach's Corner. And, again, England not able to get on track yet, Vince, but we said this throughout the course of the season last year. At some point, he finds the seam or he finds a crease and just explodes. You saw him try to do that with a couple of runs in the first half. He kind of stutter steps near the line of scrimmage, waiting for that offensive line to open up that hole. Had a couple of good gains doing that in the first half, but hopefully he's able to break one. But give Graves County defense some credit. They've been able to bring some pressure on to Robbins. Again, he's a very intelligent, smart quarterback, able to get rid of the ball just in time before they lay the wood to him in the backfield. So Mayfield taking care of the ball. Pretty clean game as far as turnovers are concerned. I didn't see it on the stats there, but I don't think anybody's committed a turnover in this game so far. And we've had some penalties, but not an excessive amount that you get sometimes for that first game of the season. I don't know how many times during the first game of the year you see a lot of motion penalties. You see a lot of offsides. Really haven't had to deal with a lot of that so far out here in this game, which is good. These kids have been going through summer practice for a while, and they are well drilled on everything as of here so far tonight, as far as those false starts and lining up offsides and jumping and things like that. So a good, clean game all the way around so far.
Want to thank Jay Jones for making his way up here at halftime. I know it's crowded down there, and he's the statistician, took over for Lanny. Does a great job, and we certainly appreciate him taking time out to bring us some stats here at halftime. Mayfield leads 19-0. Mayfield band performing on the field. If you're watching on WYMC Radio YouTube, you can see that right now. And we'll be back in 3 minutes on the radio side.
Dairymen's Supply Company first opened its doors in 1925 as a feed and grain store. Today, we are a national wholesaler supplying name brand building materials to retail lumber yards and building centers throughout the Southeast. Our strong relationships with our customers span decades and are at the core of our long-running success. Our teams share the same vision, goals, and passion for providing the very best in customer service.
Whether you're a seasoned farmer or a homeowner with a green thumb, Kubota's cutting-edge technology and exceptional durability will exceed your expectations. And at First Choice Farm and Lawn, we have the expertise to match you with the perfect Kubota equipment to enhance your productivity. Discover the Kubota difference today at First Choice Farm and Lawn, 3350 Highway 45 North in Mayfield. Remember First Choice Farm and Lawn, your trusted Kubota dealer.
What's on your agenda this summer? Whether it's a new car, pool, RV, boat, even improvements to your home, First Kentucky Bank offers consumer loans for all reasons. They have loan solutions to help make your summer dreams come true. And the best part is their rates are always competitive. Summer is here. Get out and enjoy it. For details, contact a First Kentucky loan officer today. Call, stop by, or apply online at First Kentucky Bank. They make consumer loans easy from start to finish. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's hot outside, but Gillum Thompson Furniture is keeping you cool with our summer saving sale going on now. Relax in style with motion furniture from Ashley, Southern Motion, and Homestretch. Plus, great deals on wiped-up mattress sets for the perfect night's sleep. We offer free delivery, setup, design help, and zero-interest financing, so you can shop worry-free. We're proud to be voted Best Furniture Store by Paducah Sun's Reader's Choice Awards. Thank you to our amazing customers. For the best selection, service, and savings, always shop Gillum Thompson Furniture first.
C Motors in Mayfield is your local one-stop shop. They have the pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs you've been looking for with on-the-spot financing. And if a problem ever pops up, they have their own service shop on site and now a collision repair shop as well. They can even help you out with getting a rental car. C Motors on Highway 45 in Mayfield. Local people you can trust. Check out their stock today at cmotors.com. Get a quality pre-owned vehicle, financing, repair, rental. You can get it all right now at C Motors in Mayfield.
We've got Spirit. Yes, we do. We've got Spirit. And now you can too. Did you know that you can support Mayfield Cardinal students just by using your debit card? All you have to do is make a purchase with your Mayfield Cardinal Spirit debit card, and FNB will donate money to Mayfield Independent Schools. It's that easy. We invite you to start banking with Spirit. Get your Mayfield Cardinal Spirit debit card today, exclusively at FNB. Go Cardinals! FNB Bank is member FDIC. Spirit debit card is available with eligible FNB checking accounts. For each signature-based transaction not using your PIN, FNB will donate 10 cents to the schools. Donation may be subject to contracted quarterly maximums.
All right, back here at CFSB War Memorial Stadium. A minute to go on the clock here as we wind down halftime. Of course, both teams will get another 3 minutes to warm up as they come out of the locker room. If you didn't catch it in our pregame show, looking at the 2025 preseason BluegrassPreps.com top 10. We've got Mayfield coming in at number 2 in Class 2A, right behind Beechwood in the preseason poll. And in 5A, Mayfield, the opponent tonight, Graves County, also in the top 10. They come in at number 9 for tonight. So this is a battle of top 10 teams, according to the BluegrassPreps.com preseason poll. Also wanted to make mention of this. Of course, we all know how successful the Mayfield Cardinal football team is. But Max Preps, which is another sporting website, keeps up with the winningest programs in the country, and Mayfield continues to climb up that list. Even though we went 9-3 last season, that is, I think, the most losses that Mayfield Cardinal team has had since I believe it was 2008 when we went 7-6. But 9-3 last year is still getting us up the polls, and so the top 5 winningest programs in high school football history, number 1 still belongs to Valdosta, Georgia at 959. They are tied with Massillon, Washington. That is out of Ohio, also at 959. Then you drop down 2 to 957. That is Louisville Male. So Kentucky team represented in that, ahead of Mayfield, which comes in with 955 wins. So they are 2 behind Male High School. But Mayfield within 4 wins of the winningest programs in the country. Again, 2 teams, 1 from Georgia, 1 from Ohio, tied at 959. So a great season this year. Who knows where we could end up. And the chase for 1,000 wins is on. So that is just a few years away. So mark your calendars now. We'll see how that all works out, but just an amazing program here at Mayfield. I'm tempted to say Valdosta and Washington, Massillon, Washington, and Mayo. We know about Mayo. Those are all big school programs. So Mayfield's at the top of that list when it comes to small school programs with 955 wins. Let's just hope we keep on winning and climb up that list as we move through the season.
Would you hand me my Mountain Dew out of my bag over there?
Oh, that's what this bag is for.
Yes.
Some Mountain Dew stash. Not the Cliff Mountain Dew stash, just the Mountain Dew stash.
Yeah, it should be in there somewhere.
There you go.
Thank you. Ooh, it's halfway cool, too.
I was just talking about when we came back from the commercial break how the list has been updated for most wins ever, and Mayfield is just 4 out of the lead at 955.
It's incredible.
It is incredible. So a good season, and who knows where we'll be. Hopefully it'll be a 15-win season. We shall see.
Well, if this is any indication, Mayfield will have the ball to start the second half. Cardinals have a couple back. It looks like Dow. And it'll go to him on the far side at the 10, 20. It's not Dow, and he is nailed at about the 16-yard line. Can you see who that is?
That made the tackle?
No, our guy.
Oh, I thought you said it was Dow. Was it not Dow?
No, it's not. It's 20-something, but
I just saw who made the hit. I didn't see.
I'm old, John. You got to help me, bro.
It was a very impressive hit.
Yes, it was.
Kind of stood him up and then flipped him back.
And Mayfield out on the field right now. Looks like Malik's going to start out at quarterback here in the second half. Twins out on the left side. And Malik calls his own number up the middle. Got some room on the outside. Keeps going, and he is brought down, but not before, I believe, a first down brought to you by Summit Christian University. Dr. Roach getting his groove on tonight with all of the first downs.
Well, one thing I noticed in the scrimmage last week against Hopkinsville and Murray, our wide receivers did an excellent job blocking on the edge, and you'll give credit to Ashton Flint right there for doing some good blocking as well. Handoff up the middle. This is Josiah. Tries to bounce it outside, but is hit and brought down after a very short game.
John Williams just brought me a hat. I had to thank him for it. Man, those look good. Brings back the old school days. 2nd down and 8 here. Thanks, Jinx.
Probably could have given you a Coach Leahy impersonation if we'd had him up here long enough.
I know it. He just zipped around and turned and left. Now Gray back in there. Quick hitter on the left side. It's caught, but it'll go nowhere. It'll be 3rd down and about, well, they'll give him a pretty good forward progress. It'll be 3rd down and about 7 now.
Yeah, usually these moves that our guys, our receivers, our guys in the backfield can put on other teams and able to get some extra yards with their moves. Graves County not falling for that so far tonight. They've done a pretty good job of sticking with our receivers.
Just underway here in the 3rd quarter. Mayfield leads 19-0. Twins on either side. Gray in the gun. He's going to drop back. Looks. And he's hit, and he takes the drop. First sack of the night for the Eagles, and it'll drop Mayfield back to 3rd and long. They'll have to punt.
Well, they've been very close on several occasions, but just a step or two late from bringing Gray Robbins down in the backfield. That time they got there before our receivers had even finished or come out of their routes. And that sack means punt forthcoming.
And a low line drive kick. It'll be fielded by Graves County at the 40 and dropped at about the 46-yard line. Trying to see who that was. I'm getting old, man.
Yeah.
I can't see.
It was a little bit easier to pick out those numbers back when the daylight was still going on, but it looks like number 2 for Mayfield.
Carson Neely on the stop. Now Graves County will take over from their own 47-yard line. Jace Houston tries to bring out the Eagles and get something going. 1st down and 10. Here they go. Houston looks over to the side, has twins on either side. Everybody stays where they are. Nobody goes in motion. Houston down to 5 on the clock, takes the snap, runs a quick screen out there, and it'll get about 3 out of it, maybe 4. It'll be 2nd down and about 6 here for the Eagles. They did get into Cardinal territory.
Yeah, it was a good call right there. That screen pass, they had numbers on that side, but Mayfield closed quickly and kept that to a short game.
Same set, twins on either side. And got a quick stoppage here. I think Houston has something hanging out there from behind.
Yeah, that bottom of that pad, they had to tell Malik Kirby to cover that up with his uniform in the first half. So Houston had to tuck that jersey down over the back of his pads.
So it'll be about 2nd and 5 once they get it down, and they'll run it out to the left side and hit right at the sticks, but I think they're still going to have the 1st down.
And the player that made that stop for Mayfield hasn't gotten up quite yet, so looks like they're going to stop play here for a moment. Training staff's going to come out and check on him.
And it would be a good time for us to take a break as well, but we don't know exactly what's going on. Well, they're going to give them a water break, so we'll take one. 9:11 to go in the 3rd quarter. Graves County has the ball when we come back in 30 seconds. 19-0, Mayfield leads. 30 seconds.
Setpoint Heating and Air Conditioning has been servicing our area for 7 years, and now they're growing by purchasing Adams Heat and Air. Setpoint has Root Heat and Air units located on Highway 45 North in Mayfield. Owner Cole Duncan and his experienced technicians look forward to serving you with 24-hour service and financing. Setpoint Heating and Air Conditioning, locally owned and operated, now your Root dealer.
Call 270-248-7500.
Graves County has it 1st and 10 from the Cardinal 48-yard line. Houston quickly sends a man in motion. They'll fake the jet sweep, and they'll give it off up the middle, and he'll get up to about the 40, a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Trying to fool people when they send in motion on that jet sweep that time, and Cardinals weren't fooled. Great crowd on hand here for tonight from both sides. Mayfield leads 19-0. Sorry about that, John.
That's quite all right.
Houston takes the snap, gives it off up the middle. He's hit but falls forward for about 3 maybe. It'll be 3rd down and see how much they give him. 3rd down and 4 here. Trying to move on the Cardinals side of territory.
I would guess this is probably 4-down territory for Graves County. Again, they haven't had much success hardly getting this deep down the field. So even if they don't convert here, I think they would use this opportunity to go for it on 4th down.
Houston gives it off up the middle, and they will be very close to the 1st down. I think they got it. Nope, they're going to mark it about a yard shy.
Well, that makes the call a lot easier right here. You got to go for it on 4th and a long 1, short 2. Haven't scored any points. Your offense has been lackluster at its ability to move the ball down the field. So they've got to try to keep this drive going.
Yeah, as Houston looks over to the sideline. 7.5 to go in the 3rd. 19-0. Mayfield leads. 4th down and 1. Graves going for it.
This is where you tell your defense to watch the ball.
He'll take the snap. They'll give it off on the right side. Nope, he'll keep it. Running around the left end, and he'll have the 1st down inside the 30. Let's see where they mark it, about the 29-yard line. That was a nice job by Houston that time.
Yeah, pulled it right out of the running back's stomach and took off to the left around the end. Didn't need much, didn't get much, but enough for the 1st down and to move those sticks and keep this drive going.
1st down and 10. Houston takes the snap, gives it off on the right side. Nothing there. Falls forward for maybe a yard. It's going to be 2nd down and 9. And looks like another Cardinal down. I got a feeling, yep, I was going to say we're going to start seeing some cramps.
Yeah, that leg lifting up into the air.
Kind of the first hint there. 6:47 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Well, we're seeing more of a concerted effort by the Graves County offense, which was a little bit helter-skelter in the 1st half. They really could not get in a rhythm. They're trying to do that now, running between the tackles and just kind of pushing that line forward, gaining whatever they can, 3, 4, 5 yards. And so far it's worked for them. And, of course, Houston picking up that big 4th down conversion by calling his own number and running outside and getting that 1st down. So, again, Graves County looking to get that momentum, trying to get their crowd fired up and into this ball game. They haven't had much to cheer for at this point, but certainly some points right here would change that. Graves County down 19-0 here, about halfway through quarter number 3.
So 2nd down and 9 when we get back to action here. Graves County breaks the huddle. Not a bad idea to give them a water break. Still not a horrible night, but 2nd down and 9. Twins on either side. We are set to get back to action here. Houston takes a snap, gives it off up the middle, bounces it outside, and he'll have another 1st down inside the 30, inside the 20, down to about the 16-yard line.
That's Brady Roselle with that run right there. A hard run, didn't have much room, but found just a little bit of a crease, zigzagged his way for that 1st down.
Same set all night long. They had twins on either side. Houston takes it, gives it off around the left side. Now he'll call his own number and keep it. No, he won't. He gave it off, and nothing doing on that side. As the Cardinals, they'll lose about 2 out of it. It'll be 2nd and about 12.
I don't think that was going to go for anything either way, whether Houston pulled it out, kept it himself. Mayfield had about 3 or 4 guys. They were all stacked up together right at the line of scrimmage. Mayfield able to tackle him for a loss.
2nd down and 11. Twins on either side. One man behind Houston. In the gun. Takes it. Looks to the right side. Throws it. Got a man. He'll be right at the sticks. He's going to be driven out of bounds before he can get much further. It's going to be 3rd and about 3 or 4 here. See where they mark it out at. So it's 3rd and about 4.
Pass caught by Thomas of Graves County. Safe, short pass.
So 3rd down and 4. Houston in the gun. Twins on either side. Said it all night. They go up the middle, and I don't know what happened there. He didn't get anywhere. Looks like he stepped on a lineman or vice versa.
Yeah, it did look like his feet gated out from under him because just as he was about to put on a burst of speed there, he just went to the ground. Helped by a Cardinal, of course, but we're at a 4th down situation again.
Graves going for it. 3 doesn't do you much good this time of the game. Down to 5:20 to go in the 3rd. Down 19-0. Mayfield leads.
This could be a defining play right here. If they don't score, as they've chewed up a lot of 3rd quarter, it's got to be kind of depressing.
Houston lost it towards the end zone. Do we have a flag? Yeah, we do.
Yep. 2 flags. Side judge and the back judge both grabbing their hankies and throwing it there, so we'll get pass interference. I think that was a good call. I have a hard time arguing with that one.
Yeah, more face guarding probably than anything, and I'm sure they'll talk about that in the film room on Monday.
Yeah, it appeared that the receiver wanted to turn around and come back to the ball, but the defender wouldn't let him do it. He just kind of kept shoving him back into the end zone.
So now it'll be 1st and goal for the Eagles.
But that's a smart play. When you know you've got to get a 1st down at that point, throw a play like that, more than likely you're going to be able to draw some kind of flag on the defense. And the receiver played that well to get that flag thrown.
Same set all night long. Houston in the gun. Sends a man in motion. Now they give it off up the middle. Hit at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5.
Yep, Cardinals front line looked like they knew exactly where that ball was going, exactly what gap they were going to run through, and it collapsed quickly. Saw this a little bit in the scrimmage, how the Mayfield defense made some stands when I believe it was Hopkinsville had it down here close to scoring. Maybe Murray as well, but the defense came up stout.
I see Houston around the end here. They send a man in motion. They'll give it off up the middle again. And he's trying to worm his way in there, but the Cardinals wrap him up. And it's 3rd down and goal just like that.
Well, I'd take that play and throw it out the window. They ran it back-to-back. It got them nothing. Got them a loss of yards the first time they tried it, and a very small loss on that one as well. So, again, let's see if Houston wants to do something with his leg. Maybe try to throw a fade to the corner, hoping to get another penalty if they don't make the catch. But again, this is a drive that Graves County has to get something done.
3:49 to go in the 3rd quarter. Mayfield leads 19-0. Houston drops back, looks to the end zone. Intercepted by the Cardinals. He's all the way up to the 10, 20, and dropped at about the 25-yard line. And I'm not sure who got that. But White Hat's coming out to the middle of the field, so let's see.
Sideline warning, so it'll just be a warning. That'll be on Mayfield.
I thought something bad had happened. You see them coming out to the middle of the field, and you start looking on the field, and nothing down there. So Mayfield takes over 1st and 10 from their own 22-yard line on that big interception by the Cardinals.
Yeah, that was really kind of the same play that they drew the flag on, but they threw it to the other side of the field. We were smart enough to turn around. The pass from Houston did not have enough air underneath it, so the receiver could not go up and get it, and it was pretty much thrown right to our man.
Got an X back on the right side. They'll give it off to Josiah, and he might get one out of it. I believe it was Josiah. Yeah, it is. They'll keep him back at 2nd and 10.
Well, at the very least, even if Mayfield doesn't gain a first down on this drive, they would force Graves County to drive the length of the field or most of the field again, like they just did. And, the offense has got to be a little frustrated. They haven't scored at all tonight. Mayfield's defense has done a terrific job. So it's got to wear on the minds, the psyche of the Graves County offense.
They'll give it to Josiah again, trying to bounce it outside. And he gets a little room, but we got a flag coming in, so it'll probably come back.
Yeah, I think I saw the hold on that one. The flag was a little late to come out, but there was definitely a hold from one of our receivers trying to spring a little room for Josiah to run.
And he had the first down, but that goes for naught. If you got any comments or anything about the way we're doing things here, let us know. Give us a comment on WYMC Radio on YouTube, or hit the link on our Facebook page. As they mark it off now, it'll be 2nd down and about 17 or 18. Still not impossible to pick up. Gray still in at quarterback. And Twins on the left side. Gray, play fake. Now gets it over the middle. Got a man! Open at the 40-yard line. First down, Mayfield. Brought to you by Summit Christian University. And who is that? Is that Ashton?
That's Ashton Flint. Nice slant pattern right there across the field. A bullet thrown from Robbins. And that is just what the doctor ordered here as we get late into the third.
Twins on either side. Gray drops back, looks over, now throws a quick fade out there.
There we go.
And then we got a flag on that one.
Yep.
Is that Will Morris?
Yep, I believe Will was the intended receiver. No, Diego Torres, I believe. And he is cramping up.
Yeah, got him a cramp. It's getting that time of night. 2:25 to go in the third quarter. 19-0, Mayfield leads.
Yeah, not much question about that pass interference call either. He tried to pull down Diego Torres' hands as he was reaching out to try to pull that ball in. The ball was underthrown a little bit.
Got a flag in the back, too. Got holding again on Mayfield. And pass interference on Graves, so I guess they'll offset. So we'll just do it again. 1st and 10, do it again.
That's exactly right. Meanwhile, we'll continue to try to get this third quarter over with and keep the drive moving right now because, the way Graves' offense has moved, time has not been on their side. As long as it's taken them to get down the field, when they have gotten down the field, they're taking a lot of time off the clock. They haven't allowed Houston to throw the ball really down the field into the secondary. All his passes have been short. Not to say that he can't throw it down the field because he was at Mayfield last year, and we saw him unleash a few bombs. But so far, Graves County keeping the passing game a rather short one.
1st and 10 when we get back to action. Diego, okay, those cramps just hitting this time of night, especially when you're a Mayfield and you have a lot of people going both ways, even though it's a cool night. Cooler night.
Now, Coach Dew's getting an explanation here. He's out on the 40-yard line, not quite to the hash marks, but he's wanting to know exactly what's going on here. Again, offsetting penalties. He's got his explanation. He's headed back to the sideline. Nothing's changed. Still be 1st and 10.
19-0, Mayfield leads. 2:27 to go in the third quarter, the never-ending quarter.
Yeah, when Graves County had the ball, moving it down the field, the quarter was moving fairly swiftly, but it slowed down here with these penalties as of late.
First down and 10 as Josiah takes it off on the left side, trying to get out around the end, and he'll be just shy of the first down. I thought he was going to bust one, John.
Yeah, that could have been it right there, but didn't have quite the angle to turn that corner and was, well, I don't think he was run out of bounds. He took the smart move and just went out of bounds after a nice gain of 9 yards. And, of course, 2nd and 1 can open up the possibilities to do a lot of different things here now that you're out right at midfield. Maybe look for a pass down the field or just continue to pound the ball to Josiah.
Second down and 2. Quick hitter on the right side. It's caught for the first down. It'll be, let's see where they mark it. Boy, they didn't give him forward progress.
They did not give him forward progress.
But it's still a Summit Christian University first down and a Eagle down now on the field with cramps here in the never-ending quarter. You're listening to WYMC Radio Mayfield, your Cardinal connection. We'll have Louisville for you next week. St. Louis out of action for tomorrow night. Thank heavens. And we'll have Cardinal football for you every Friday night now. You think Pittsburgh and St. Louis are going to battle for the cellar? Or do you have hopes?
I don't have hopes, but Tampa Bay did win tonight after St. Louis won last night. I think the Cardinals going into tonight were something like 4 games out of that last wild card spot.
Yeah.
So it's not impossible. I did hear former Cardinal great Adam Wainwright a couple of weeks ago said St. Louis will be playing meaningful games the last weekend of the season against the Cubs.
Well,
maybe he knows something that the rest of us don't. I just, the Cardinals have not been able to, the St. Louis Cardinals just really string together anything lengthy as far as a winning streak. They did, I think, back in May. They were playing some pretty good baseball, but after that, after the All-Star break, I kind of lost hope.
I did too. Cardinals back out on the field along with the Eagles, ready for first down and 10 as they go from the 48 of Graves County. Gray in the gun. Twins on the left side, one man in the backfield just to the right of Gray. Play action. Now he'll throw it low, and it's incomplete, so it'll be second down and 10.
Yep, that one bounced in there. Clearly an incomplete pass.
That was intended for Reggie Dow. Join us in the morning on Coach's Corner. We'll just have it on radio in the morning. Coach Dew will be there, 8:05 at Wilma's Country Kitchen.
Yeah, let's hook up a camera. Coach Dew needs some FaceTime as well.
Well, it adds 10 pounds to me, and I'm sick of it already. Twins on the left side. Gray takes it. Quick hitter on the left. Goes to Malik. Malik trying to find some room, and he finds a little bit, spins out of bounds inside the, about the 45 to about the 42. Let's see where they mark him, 43.
Well, talk about turning something from nothing. I mean, he was hit at the line of scrimmage and was able to get 2 yards. I guess he stepped out of bounds, but
okay.
It kind of looked like he had about 5 or 6, but I guess, of course, we can't hear the whistle from up here, so play was dead at that point.
Third down and 8. What do they have in their bag of tricks? Trips on the left side. One man on the right. Gray takes it, looks down the field. Quick hitter out here on the right side to Neely. Inside the 40, and he'll be dropped at about the 35, but that should be good for the first down. That's Josiah. I'm sorry. Neely was right there with him blocking. That's a Summit Christian University first down.
It's kind of a big first down there. That likely keeps Mayfield through the end of the third quarter.
Going quick here, too quick for our offense. As the pass is incomplete, it'll be second and 10.
Pass intended for Ashton Flynn. I was going to say that, with a minute 22, Mayfield probably will be able to take this game all the way down to the end of the third quarter. But if they pass it a couple more times, that won't be the case if they don't get that first down. But again, Mayfield doing what they need to chew up clock and maintain that lead and keep the ball away from Graves County.
Give us a little feedback tonight on our YouTube page. It's WIMC Radio. Go to YouTube. As Greg going to throw again. Quickly over the middle. There's Neely. He's inside the 15, down to the 10-yard line, scraping his way all the way down inside the 10. Another Summit Christian University first down for the Cardinals.
I love that. His big brother on the sidelines over here, first to give his little brother Carson a hug. He was proud of that play right there.
First and goal from the 9-yard line for the Cardinals. Still just over a minute to go in the third. Quick fade to the end zone and through the hands of the Cardinals. So we'll have 1:03 to go here in the third quarter. Mayfield leads 19-0. Nothing has changed in the scoring here in the third. They'll place the ball down. They'll wait for everybody to come around. Now we are ready. And they'll go quick, too. Woo-hoo.
Two backs in the backfield.
Malik on the left. Can't tell who's on the right. It'll go to Malik. He'll try to cut it back up. Gets inside the 5. Is he in? Yes. Standing up. Touchdown, Mayfield. Brought to you by, I said Summit Christian University. How about a little steam right cleaning? Right here with the 57 mark. Call them and you can go by and see them, and they'll come by and give you a free estimate. Go by and call them.
Couple of players had their hands on Malik, tried to do some arm tackling, then he got outside and easy 6.
And that makes it 26-0. Mayfield with 1 minute to go in the third quarter. We're going to take a quick time out. 1 minute to go. We'll be back in 1 minute. Mayfield leads 26-0. Are you tired of going back and forth from your doctor's office to where you get your prescriptions filled? Well, don't worry anymore. Stone's Drugs has your answer. All you have to do is go by and see David or any of his staff, and they will take care of you. Anything you have from your doctor's office, go by Stone's Health Mart Pharmacy. It's there for you. They support us, and they support our community as well.
Take control of your internet with new security features from WKNT. Block malware, viruses, and harmful websites automatically with our basic protected Wi-Fi control. Or get even more protection in the palm of your hand with advanced experienced Wi-Fi control. Set content filters and time limits and keep your Wi-Fi secure while your family surfs, streams, and stays connected. Call 877-954-8748 and take control of your fiber-fast internet with WKNT.
26-0. Mayfield leads here as we close in on the fourth quarter. And a squib kick right down the middle. It'll be taken at the 10, 15, 20, and be dropped at about the 23-yard line. If you're not watching us on WYMC Radio YouTube, you're missing out. Great graphics, great camera work. I'm telling you, call your friends and neighbors, as John said. Tell people. I mean, they have worked very hard on this all week long.
It looks superb. It's top-notch audio, top-notch video, and it's going out for the world to see. Just quickly going back to that touchdown, Malik Kirby, you're starting to see, I don't want to read too much into it, but I call that, a couple of guys arm tackling, trying to get Malik down. That may be a sign that Graves County defense is wearing down.
They try it up the middle again, and nothing there. And little extracurriculars on the field. But nothing doing. Everybody back.
Yep, somebody lost a helmet for Mayfield. I think he feels he might have had a little help from somebody in a white jersey to get that helmet off his head. So, as you mentioned, cooler heads prevail.
Second down and 9. I don't know why the clock has stopped. Now it starts again. Down to 30 seconds. Well, now we're getting everything readjusted. Okay, now start it.
They're just wanting to keep that third quarter.
I know,
ending.
the never-ending story. They'll give it off on the right side again, and nothing there. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
Well, you know, we're kind of back to what we saw from Graves County in the first half, not being able to move people, not being able to block people up front. Mayfield is starting to get into that backfield as soon as the ball is being handed off. And, I think there's just, for both teams, really, both sides getting a little tired, but I think it's showing more for Graves County right now.
26-0 at the end of 3. What a great job our crew's doing tonight. John and I are just here, but WYMC Radio on YouTube, flip over and catch us, and you can leave a comment. 26-0 after 3. Mayfield leads over Graves. Back in 1 minute.
Not enough hot water? Casey Mill Supply, 85 Keystone Drive in Mayfield, has a solution to your hot water problem. It's the Navian Tankless Hot Water Heater. Navian Tankless Hot Water Heaters are extremely efficient and eco-friendly units that provide extra energy savings over traditional tank and non-condensing tankless water heaters. Stop by Casey Mill Supply for more information on the Navian Tankless Hot Water Heaters or call them at 270-247-1899. Natural gas, still your best energy buy.
The following message is being sponsored by Dairyman Supply, proudly supporting our community since 1925.
Did you know that you can check out free DVDs at the Graves County Public Library? If you have any questions, contact us at 270-247-2911.
The preceding message has been sponsored by Dairyman Supply, a national wholesaler of building materials with distribution centers in Mayfield, Kentucky and Gadsden, Alabama.
Houston takes the snap, now runs for his life, trying to get away, and he'll be driven out of bounds. Let's see where they mark it at, and a late flag coming in.
A lot of pushing and shoving right on the Mayfield sideline, so it's hard for us to see, but of course Houston was on that sideline this time last year, so they might have just been saying, hello, how you doing, Jace?
Yeah.
The official misunderstood what was going on.
So our first, I'm guessing, 15-yarder of the night.
Couple of scores for you. McCracken is staying within an arm's length of Tillman here. Tillman's not been able to put them away. 35-21 the score in that game. That was a third quarter score, and Murray has opened up a little breathing room at Apollo. And a high-scoring affair, 41-27. That one also about halfway through quarter number 3.
Well, the officials are on the sidelines discussing something, so I don't know exactly what that is. We're not privy to it, so.
Could it be an offsetting penalty here? I don't know.
Personal foul against Mayfield, personal foul, Graves County. Offsetting, let's do it again.
No harm, no foul.
That's the best way to do it. Well, I thought we replayed the 3rd down.
Well, it was a dead ball, I think. So
okay.
Play was already over, and
so it goes to 4th down now. Graves County will punt again. 26-0. Mayfield leads, just underway here in the 4th quarter. It's been all Mayfield tonight, both sides of the football. Good snap, and the kick, another wobbler. A kick away from the return guys, and let's see where they mark it. Will it be at midfield? No. They'll say it went out of bounds, and Mayfield will start from their own 43-yard line, 42.
Seems like every time he's kicked from that direction, everything has gone out of bounds. But when he's kicked from the other direction, he's be able to put it down the middle and get a pretty nice roll out of it. I don't know.
Well,
that's probably just a coincidence, I'm sure. But
you're so observant, I'll swear.
But again, without that roll and kicking out of bounds, Mayfield has really good field position again.
1st down and 10 from their own 43-yard line. Robbins in at quarterback. Twins on either side. Josiah to his right. Quick screen. Goes to Malik. He'll be at midfield.
There's a flag.
And another flag comes in.
This will be a 15-yarder. No offsetting here. That was clearly a late hit. I like what Malik does. It's a very savvy thing that he does on that play right there. He's running full speed down the sideline, and then he slows up as soon as he takes a step out of bounds. And really the Graves County players don't have much choice but to run into him. And you add a little acting on the end of that. Maybe act like you've been hit pretty good. And you're going to draw a flag. And that's what Malik did right there, running full speed down the sideline, then slows down, takes that step out of bounds, and he helps the Mayfield drive continue down the field.
First down and 10 for the Cardinals from the 35-yard line of Graves. Gray looking for pay dirt right here in the end zone. No flag. Whoop, one flag came in a little bit late, but I'm pretty sure it'll be pass interference.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that kind of face guarding tonight. Defenders not turning around, finding the ball, and that was another case right there. The pass might have been just a little bit short by a yard or so. And as our receiver, was that Mack that was the intended receiver?
I believe it was.
As he tried to turn around and come back and reach back for it, he just had the Graves County player plow right into him. So
it is interference, and they'll move the ball to the 20-yard line of Graves. Still 11 and a half to go in this game. Mayfield leads 26-0.
I would say the lead is fairly safe right now, considering how Graves County struggled to move the ball, but one more touchdown wouldn't hurt, certainly.
Flint in the backfield with Josiah. It'll go to Josiah around the left end. Inside the 20, inside the 10, and driven out of bounds, I'll say at the 9-yard line. Another Summit Christian University first down for the Cardinals and Summit Christian.
Josiah limps off right there, hoping that is just a cramp on his part.
We will see. First and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll give it around to the left end again. Cardinals in for 6. That 6 brought to you by Steam Right Cleaning. All you have to do is give them a call, and they will love to come out and give you an estimate on cleaning your house, car, whatever you have, they can do it. Steam Right Cleaning.
Trying to get a number. I thought it was Reggie Dow initially, but I don't. It is. Yeah, Reggie Dow with that touchdown right there. And again, the Graves County defense just kind of folded like an accordion.
And the kick is up and good. As Bird hands it on its way, 11:20 to go here in this ball game. Mayfield leads 33-0 over Graves County, and we'll be back in 1 minute.
Are you in need of top-of-the-line farming and lawn equipment? Look no further than First Choice Farm and Lawn, your Kubota Premier Elite dealer in Mayfield. We understand the importance of reliable equipment for your agricultural and landscaping needs. We proudly offer a wide range of Kubota machinery designed to tackle any task with precision and power. At First Choice Farm and Lawn, 3350 Highway 45 North in Mayfield. First Choice Farm and Lawn, your trusted Kubota dealer.
Is it home improvement season at your house? If you answered yes, but you're unsure how to pay for those upgrades and repairs, then it's time to contact First Kentucky Bank. Using the equity in your house, you can finance projects big and small with a home equity line of credit from First Kentucky. Let their mortgage experts guide you through the process. You're ready to start the home project, and First Kentucky has the right tools to help. Don't delay. Finance your dreams with First Kentucky. Call, stop by, or visit their website at firstkentucky.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all credits subject to approval.
Go to our Facebook page and click on the link, and you can get on WYMC Radio on YouTube. Bird on to kick it. Good squibber down the end, and Graves will finally pick it up at about the 5, and they'll be manhandled. Manhandled at about the 6.
That was a ooh and ah from the crowd down below us of the Mayfield fans. Couple of nice sticks down there. That was a kickoff that just died at the 1-yard line. He was hoping it was either going into the end zone or going out of bounds, which would have been a penalty on Mayfield, but it just died in that corner over there next to the pylon, and he was forced to pick it up and return it. Going back to that Reggie Dowell touchdown a moment ago, there was just very little resistance from the Graves County defense. He was able to run in there, and our guys were just blocking the Graves County players back into the end zone. So Graves County still struggling.
Same set. They'll go on the right side, get it over to the 10, maybe the 11, and that's about it. And we'll see where they mark it. It'll be at about the 13. They gave them up to the 13. It'll be second down and about 5. Are you surprised Graves just keeping it on the ground here?
Well, they may not be to that point with Jace Houston yet where they're looking to throw the ball down the field with him now. I don't know if they've got another quarterback. I think they do have a sophomore. He may be more inclined to throw, but at this end of the field, you really don't want to take a chance with somebody new.
Well, they are going to throw. Gets a rush on him, tries to get out of it. Now heaves it at the last second, incomplete. And almost picked off by the Cardinals. So it'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Eagles here.
And Houston has tried to do that, throw on the run, as he's been flushed from the pocket a few times in this game tonight. There's been several times he never got the ball out of his hands. Mayfield was able to track him down from behind and tackle him. But that time able to loft it down the field on the run, but great coverage. Mayfield defenders staying with those receivers, and the pass falls harmlessly to the ground.
Houston in the gun once again. Drops back, looks. And does it fall incomplete?
It did, yep.
So that'll be it for the Eagles here. They're on the punt once again.
So that was a very, very fast 3-and-out for Graves County. And again, Mayfield has been living on the Graves County side of the field tonight. And unless he gets a whopper of a punt off, Mayfield's going to be in Graves County side once again to start their next drive. Kirby and Hoover back to catch this punt.
Yeah, right at the Cardinal head, a little shy of it.
I'll tell you what, with 2 guys back to catch this punt, the way the punts have been going towards the sideline, I would send, and he is kind of drifting in that direction over towards the Mayfield sideline.
Graves had to burn a timeout, or did they?
I don't think they got it. This will be a delay game.
And that'll drive them back even further. So they'll be punting from their own end zone. A lot of Eagles fans have left the stands over there.
Yeah, I'd put Malik over here next to the Mayfield sideline. That's where all those punts have been going. Let him pick one of those up and try to take it to the house. Get us a running clock.
And it's blocked in the end zone. Who's going to fall on it? It's Graves County. And Mayfield will take over possession at, I guess, the 9-yard line.
I did not see who got a paw on it.
I didn't either. Nobody jumping up and down. I think they're all tired right now.
Yeah.
I couldn't see who it was either, John.
Well, things going from bad to worse now for Graves County. Mayfield's going to take over 1st and goal from the 9-yard line, and that's how close they are to getting this 4th quarter to end a lot sooner than it could.
Cardinals sprint out to the line. They have a wishbone backfield. They'll give it off on the right side. They're in the end zone quickly on one play, and I believe that was J.Aubrey Sherrill. So after the kickoff, I guess we'll have a running clock. I didn't envision this at all tonight.
Well, this went from a 16-0 halftime score, and we saw Graves County putting up pretty good drive together. Looked like they might be able to cut into it, but Mayfield has just put it to them here late in this game.
40-0. Mayfield leads. 10:19 to go in this fourth quarter, and it'll be a quick fourth quarter. And we'll be back in 1 minute.
It's hot outside, but Gillum Thompson Furniture is keeping you cool with our summer saving sale going on now. Relax in style with motion furniture from Ashley, Southern Motion, and Homestretch. Plus, great deals on wiped-up mattress sets for the perfect night's sleep. We offer free delivery, setup, design help, and zero-interest financing, so you can shop worry-free. We're proud to be voted Best Furniture Store by Paducah Sun's Reader's Choice Awards. Thank you to our amazing customers. For the best selection, service, and savings, always shop Gillum Thompson Furniture first.
If you're a teenager and you're getting your first car, that's the most excited you'll ever be buying a car because it's your first car. You can't beat the feeling of driving off the lot in the car that you paid for, especially with a young buyer. What they buy is all they can afford. It doesn't matter what you're buying from us or the amount of money you're spending. The car you're buying is treated the same way with the same expectation that we sell all of our cars.
C Motors, Highway 45 North Mayfield, or visit online at cmotors.com.
Sign on, sign in, do what you want to. We're on YouTube, as we'll have a running clock after they bring this young man down for Graves County. He gets out to the 30-yard line. And, running clock, 10 minutes to go in it.
More cramps for Graves County this time, so we'll have a little pause in that running clock. Looks like as far as I can tell, looks like the Mayfield starters still out there on the field. And at this point, the game's pretty much a foregone conclusion. But, if you're a defensive unit, you want to protect that shutout. Especially when you're considering who you're playing, your rival, be able to brag for a year. Not only did we put a running clock on you, but we kept you out of the end zone, pretty much out of Mayfield territory for 3/4 of this football game. So that's what they're playing for at this point, is the shutout.
Houston at quarterback in the gun once again. Same set, twins to either side. They'll give it off up the middle. He'll try and bounce it outside. Get up to about the 35. And it'll still be second down and about 3 here.
That was the senior running back, number 6, Cole, for Graves County. One of the more inspired runs that I've seen from Graves County here in the last little while. He was running with a full head of steam, still playing hard.
Running clock right now, 9:11 to go in this one. Mayfield leads 40-0. A quick hitter out on the right side. Doesn't go very far. Might be enough for a first down. See, it looks like it's going to be short. It'll be third and about a yard. Half a yard. Well, they're calling it first down now. So first down at their own 38-yard line. Houston takes a snap, runs for his life, route around the right end. He'll take it out of bounds, hit right as he goes out, and they'll call a flag on a late hit. As I saw the flag fly.
Yeah, that's a late hit on Graves County here in the last few minutes, and now Mayfield has kind of returned the favor with the late hit on their quarterback. You don't want to see the game at this point get a little testy. It's been a very a well officiated game so far, and it's been well played. Everybody's minding their manners from our vantage point, so you don't want to see this get too chippy with the game pretty much out of hand.
Yeah, 40-0. Clock rolls at 8:15 to go. Houston in at quarterback. Gives it off up the middle. Nice run that time. He'll have the first down and fumbles. Ball still on the ground, and Graves County falls on it. and basically it'll be no gain on that play.
Yeah, that's right. What was a very nice gain on a hard run turns into a loss of 1 as they all played hot potato with the ball. The ball bounced backwards into the Graves County backfield, so they were really the only ones that had a legitimate chance to cover it up. Mayfield probably was not going to get to that ball, but still turns into a big loss.
2nd down and 11 for the Eagles from the Cardinal 43-yard line, 38-yard line. As Houston calls his own number, gets out around the left end and knocked out of bounds. Another flag coming in.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
And we got the lead 40-0.
Now this will likely give Graves County a 1st and goal. I think it came out right at the 20-yard line. So that'll take them to the 10. Well, half the distance on that. So
clock stopped momentarily.
Yep, nose of the football will touch the 10-yard line. So yeah, that's about what we're playing for at this point, with the clock continuing to run a little over 7 minutes. Graves County just trying to break that goose egg up.
Houston takes it, gives it off up the middle, and he'll be held up at the line. Somebody hanging on there for dear life. That was the Cardinals' Ethan Thompson.
Yep, had him a handful of jersey and wasn't going to let go right there.
2nd down and 10. 2nd and goal from the 10. Tough sledding, boy, when you get goal from that 10-yard line. Clock rolls, 6:45 to go, 40-0. Mayfield leads. 16-0 game at halftime, and it's been all Mayfield in the second half. Houston gives it off up again, up the middle, and they'll get in for the touchdown.
And they will stop the clock for the extra point. Of course, we talked about this ad nauseum. You know, sometimes you will see it stopped after a score. Sometimes it will continue to run. So in this case, it will stop after the score. And you'd think with 6 minutes and change that Mayfield gets this ball back. A couple of first downs would put a little icing on the cake and get us out of here.
PAT is up and good. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. Mayfield leads 40-7 over the Eagles of Graves County. 6:18 to go in the game. Back in a minute.
We've got Spirit. Yes, we do. We've got Spirit. And now you can too. Did you know that you can support Mayfield Cardinal students just by using your debit card? All you have to do is make a purchase with your Mayfield Cardinal Spirit debit card, and F&B will donate money to Mayfield Independent Schools. It's that easy. We invite you to start banking with Spirit. Get your Mayfield Cardinal Spirit debit card today, exclusively at F&B. Go Cardinals! F&B Bank is member FDIC. Spirit debit card is available with eligible F&B checking accounts. For each signature-based transaction not using your PIN, F&B will donate 10 cents to the schools. Donation may be subject to contracted quarterly maximums.
Setpoint Heating and Air Conditioning has been servicing our area for 7 years, and now they're growing by purchasing Adams Heat and Air. Setpoint has Root Heat and Air units located on Highway 45 North in Mayfield. Owner Cole Duncan and his experienced technicians look forward to serving you with 24-hour service and financing. Setpoint Heating and Air Conditioning, locally owned and operated, now your Root dealer.
Call 270-248-7500.
And once again, we'll try the YouTube thing again next week on my WYMC Radio on YouTube. And, of course, you can always stream us here at mywymc.com. Graves County set to kick it off, 6:18 to go. John looking up scores right now, see if he can get any.
Oh, not exactly.
Oh, I didn't know what you were looking at.
Yeah, I'm looking at baseball scores, but I don't think too many people care about that.
Oh, okay. And the ball is on its way. It's on its way. And Mayfield will take it at the 5, 10, 15, 20. 25, 30, and he's not down yet at the 40. And, oh, my.
I think there's a fight going on somewhere.
Well, right now they're clearing the field. I'm not sure what's going on down on the field, but
I don't
Graves.
know. I'm not going to speculate, but when
no,
people start running like this, it makes me fearful.
It does me too.
Just too many things happen in our world today that makes me fearful when players are running faster than they've run the entire game out of the stadium. I mean, they simply ran out of the stadium.
Yeah, they're over at the baseball park right now, and I hate to see a game marred. I don't care what the score is, and I'm not sure what is happening, but John and I both are thinking the worst.
Yeah. Police all went towards the west end zone. Of course, we can't physically hear what's going on down there. I'm not even going to say what I think it is because that would be foolish of me.
Yeah.
But, I mean, people started sprinting from the west end zone to the east end zone behind the scoreboard where the gate is open as fast as they could.
Yeah, our Mayfield's down there on the end. Coach Dew talking to the officials in the end zone. I got a feeling they're going to call this game.
Yeah, this game's got to be over.
Well, dang, I hate it.
People are still coming out of the stands, filing out of the stands. I think maybe some of them did not know initially what happened, and I think word is spread through the crowd that some kind of violent act, that's as far as I'm going to say, is taking place. So people are filing out. So
we don't know anything up here. We hate to speculate.
We've got fans that have come up here in the press box just looking for a place for shelter.
We could not hear anything. We did not know.
And now we're hearing sirens.
All we hear is sirens, and that's never good. Oh, gosh. Graves County coaches out on the field. I'm sure this one's done for the night. The last thing right now, it sucks, too, because these kids work all summer long, and it's marred by some idiot. Christian Ayett out on the field along with Todd Hatchell, both athletic directors. Again, we cannot speculate on what it is. The Graves players, I think, are waiting on their bus over there to come get them. Graves players started sprinting towards the side, and I mean, it was a mass exodus. And then the Mayfield players were going down toward the scoreboard end. We still don't know what happened. The officials are still talking in the end zone. Halleck, we're going to go down to you on the field.
Yes, sir.
Do you know what's
Seems like there's been some sort of commotion. There's officers handling the scene now. Paramedics, they're getting the stretcher out.
So
apparently there's been rumors of gunshots.
Well, we don't know that for a fact, and we'll try to have it for you before we wrap it up here tonight. But I see Mr. McBain on the field. Have you been able to ascertain anything from police down there? I guess they're busy.
Yes, they currently are busy. They're not giving out any information, trying to keep everybody away from the scene.
Well, do you know, is the game over? Can you find out if it's officially called?
Yes, sir, the game is, it's been officially called over.
Okay. All right, so that's all we know for now. Thank you very much, Alec. And we'll try to get back down to you. If you have anything breaking, let us know. I'm going to turn your mic off for now just in case we don't want to hear something down there. So,
yes, sir, we'll do.
All righty. All right, so we'll keep an eye on Halleck down there. But you just heard the game has been called, 40-7. Mayfield was winning. I'm sure that'll be the final score. See a lot of the players taking off their jerseys. As Alex said, the police are down there. The EMTs are down there. I don't know, John. You always hear about this happening somewhere else.
It's just a sad state of affairs that people have to bring this kind of nonsense to a high school football game. But you're right. You hear this takes place, this city, that city. And now apparently from the initial reports that something like that has taken place here at this game between.
We're going to keep it here for a few minutes if we get any updates or anything. Again, officially, we don't know anything. We know the game has been called. Mayfield in the end zone, Graves County over in the parking lot, basically, of the blue building. And I mean, when I say there was a mass exodus, they were gone. The players for Graves County and Mayfield, they were gone off the field. I think they knew what was going on before anybody else, would be my guess.
Well, it was very strange because the kickoff had just taken place. They were running back the football towards the west end. Meanwhile, there was almost a stampede going from the west end to the east end while the play was still going on. So I'm sure people on that end of the field had heard something, heard what they thought might be shots. And with paramedics going down that way, it sounds like that may have been what happened. We cannot confirm that right now.
No, well, you're standing up, so if you can see Halleck down there, if he waves at us or anything. But I'm sure
he's waving. Yeah, he's waving.
Okay. All right, Halleck, what have you got for us?
Yes, as Mrs. Martin has just said, we should make an announcement to exit the stadium and everybody go home.
Okay.
The situation is under control, but the game has been called.
All right. Thanks a lot, Halleck, for that update. As Miss Martin just announced, the game has been marred by something. We don't know officially what yet. We can only guess. Mayfield team headed into the locker room now. And they'll probably jump on the bus as fast as they can and get out of here. Nobody will be on the field tonight. They're asking everybody to leave the stadium. Again, we don't know for sure what happened. But we know this game has been called at the 5:58 mark to go in the game. We're going to...
Okay.
Shots are confirmed, so we don't know if anybody is injured. We don't know what the situation is, but there were shots fired. And we don't know who, we don't know what. Just a sad, sad situation to end this game. As Graves County fans are over there. Graves County again over on the side. Now they're starting to come back in. Whatever it was is under control now. So whatever it was is under control, hopefully. They're asking everybody to leave. Graves County coming back onto the field, and I'm sure they're going straight to their bus. Mayfield went to their locker room. Again, we'll have it for you in the morning. We'll try to find out what's going on here. Aiden will be in the morning and try to get you up to date with the news. Check with the police department and see what's going on. They probably won't release anything for a little while with all the mayhem out here. People are trying to exit. They're asking everybody to please leave the stadium, and that's what people are doing right now. They are leaving. Graves County back on the field now. I'm sure they're going to head to their buses.
Well, what was a happy occasion for Mayfield, getting the win after losing last year and doing it in convincing fashion. That's kind of all secondary at this point, considering what has gone on here at the end of this ball game. It's just a scary scene. I've never seen anything like that, Vince, where players, cheerleaders, fans were just running away from where the apparent shots were taking place. Again, we think it was down near the lower gate. Not on the field, not in the stands, but down towards the lower gate.
That's where
to see those players and fans and just run. I mean, the football game was being played. There was a kickoff return in progress, yet people are just streaking the other way, trying to get out of here. And it is just a sad situation that this night, first night of high school football, something we've waited for so long, has to end like this. Just ridiculous.
Coach Dew down on the field trying to get people to go home, get out of here, get on the bus. They're trying to get everybody on the bus, get them back to the school. Again, evidently the situation is under control. But, again, Aiden will try and have more for you in the morning on WYMC News, coming on at 6:30. We can't even do a post game. This is just a sad, sad situation. We're going to take a quick time out. Aiden, we're going to kick it back to you for a couple of minutes and discuss what we're going to do. And we'll be back in 2 minutes. Mayfield, it looks like, wins this one over a marred game, 40-7.
Football season is here. We at Award Masters always want to say go Big Red and cheer for our Cardinals. Stop by to see our gifts, awards, trophies, plaques, and other interesting finds. Award Masters on Paris Road here in Mayfield.
Award Masters, there's so much more than just plaques and trophies.
Some people think that just because Byrne Funeral Home is so nice, as a matter of fact, one of the nicest funeral homes in the area, that Byrne is going to be much more expensive. Kirk Byrne IV says that's not true.
Our pricing is comparable to anyone in our service area.
Byrne Funeral Home also honors pre-need plans that you may have arranged at another funeral home. Since 1921, the Byrne family has taken care of your family. Byrne Funeral Home, Paris Road in Mayfield.
Scott Fitzgerald and Edward D. Jones and Company in Mayfield is the man to see for all of your finances. He can advise you which way to go, but he is also a big supporter of the community in Mayfield and Graves County.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a sponsor of Mayfield football on WYMC.
All right, Aiden, thanks a lot. Kind of got our bearings here. We do know shots were fired. We don't know if anyone was injured. Halleck down on the field. We'll talk to him. We'll talk to him one final time. No, he's up here. So we're going to wrap it up for tonight. We'll have Coach's Corner for you in the morning at 8:05. I've never seen this field clear. This stadium clears so quick in all my years of doing this.
No, I mean, the cars are still filing out slowly but surely, but just because of the sheer volume of people that are here tonight, that you can't really move any faster. But believe me, if they could drive out of here any quicker, they would be doing so. I don't know. This is really tough to see, for these players that, put their heart out there tonight, played hard for almost 4 quarters until the game was called tonight. Just to see it end like this is just, I don't know, there's so many words you could use: despicable, sad, ridiculous. It's just
Yeah, there was. We're still kind of piecing things together, but evidently someone was shot tonight down in the end zone, inside the gates. Of course, Aiden's got his work cut out for him in the morning. I'm sure the police department will send him something on the email, but if not, he'll be aggressive in the morning and find out something. We'll have it on at 6:30, and then, of course, Coach Dew will be at Wilma's in a somber mood at 8:05 in the morning. Again, everybody's leaving. It was mass confusion out here. It looks like the police have it under control, but last we heard, somebody was shot inside the gates here at the stadium. God, you said it. I mean, despicable. I mean, you could use all the adjectives you can. But, boy, our first night of broadcasting on TV, this just sucks. That's no better way to say it.
Yeah, I can't really say anything more than what you just said, but sad for these kids, sad in general.
Yeah, for our community.
What we have to do with this. This is supposed to be a festive night, win or lose. You know, you have bragging rights for a year, and now, you know, and this, I'll mention this. This was supposed to be a night to celebrate Dakari Saxton.
Yeah.
A young man who is battling cancer. We had T-shirts made that many people that were in attendance tonight were wearing. There were gold and black T-shirts for Dakari. Some were Cardinals, some were Eagles. Proceeds, some of which were going to help him fight his battle with cancer. The community, city and county had come together tonight to celebrate Dakari. And then this is what we're going to take away from this ball game tonight. What happened at the end and why it was cancer.
And, you know, to epitomize everything, all three of my kids have texted me the same thing. Are you okay? Have you been shot? No. But somebody sadly was. And we'll find out more for you in the morning.
Well, I don't know. I mean, if you're on your way home right now, of course, Gridiron Glory will be coming on tonight, and I'm sure, I would think, there would be at least a mention of what went on here tonight. So perhaps, I don't know if WPSD is making any phone calls or they had someone here representing them tonight, but they may have some information on their newscast, which starts in about 15 minutes or so. But I can't guarantee that. I can only tell you that you might be able to get more information if you're desiring that coming up in just a few minutes.
Yeah, we're going to wrap it up from here because we've said about everything we can. And, again, somebody was shot tonight inside the gates here. We don't know who. Aiden will have more for you in the morning. And then Coach Dew and I will discuss this situation in the morning, I'm sure, in depth on Coach's Corner at 8:05 at Wilma's Country Kitchen. For John Champion and Madison Morgan, Keith Rhodes, Chris Adams, everybody up here tonight who worked diligently to get this thing on, and I'll be damned if some idiot doesn't have to blow it off for us. So we're going to sign off for tonight. We'll see you in the morning from Wilma's. Have a decent night, everybody.
Yeah.